All right. We should be live. We should be. That I think we are. Hello, everybody. We have a camera now. We're going to let people trickle in here. If you're joining for the stream, welcome, welcome. We're going to let people slowly trickle in on here. We're going to slowly let them trickle in. I'm not really going to say much. Just welcome everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Do not mind. I'm going to go on to Twitter and absolutely shill the crap out of us. I'm going to scream, we're live, we're live. Oh my gosh. Oh my lordy lord. So let me shill the crap out of the stream on my account. WX Airhard, go there if you want. We are live. Go, 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 go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're trickling in, yes, I hear you. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to know that. So welcome, everybody. We're going to let people trickle in here. So I'm going to kind of ramble on certain things that's happening right now. But currently right now, if I go over to my display, this is going to get a little bit janky for a hot second. I apologize. We're going to go over to the display. Whoa! I'm having a long time trying to figure this out. You guys probably see me before. All right, here we go. Whoa! I apologize. There we go. That was really dumb. I should have just been more deliberate with everything. But we do have two areas of risks today that I think you guys might want to take a look at that we're going to go live for today. We do have a 5% tornado risk that I believe has weakened, as in it's gotten smaller over the last couple updates. We do only have about 300,000 people in this area, but we do have some big areas like Lawton, Texas, Oklahoma, and Wichita Falls. Those are the big ones, and Vernon, Texas, I guess. Nothing too much about Altus and Burke Burnett that you really got to worry about. But Wichita Falls and Lawton are the two big areas. But with this giant 2% with 12 million people in it, you got Dallas, Fort Worth area, Arlington, Plano, Madison, Wisconsin. Up here, we have a 2% for that. We have a ginormous 15% wind risk, which we're already seeing happening right now in this area. And then we do have a 50% hail risk up here, and a significant initiation doesn't start for a little bit. But if we look here on the Mesoscale analysis, we do have the supercell composite in the 20s. STP isn't that great. If you look at effective layer, you do got 4 STP, but if you look at the SRH levels, and if you go to fixed layer, it's about 2 STP for significant tornado parameters. Doesn't mean really anything. I also can ignore the violent tornado parameter. That's a real one. But as you could look here for significant hail, we do got building up that risk. If we go to the surface base cape here, you can see that boundary layer right there. And if we go over to MLK, I believe it's about the same. So we could see storm development a little bit earlier, but storm development is around 5 p.m. Central. But we are live about an hour-ish early, just for some other stuff. So I'm going to move the display down. I apologize. You guys can see my lovely face again. Hello, welcome everybody. We got some viewers coming in. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask. Do not be afraid to ask any questions. It's just me today running it, so I'm going to try to answer everybody's question, especially when we get up to more viewers like we have in past streams. This is more of a conditional risk today, but you still want to be weather aware for those conditional risks, because despite the 5% tornado risk, anything can happen. I'm the only person here at Spark Service who was famously in Alta Vista. We actually made a video on that. Alta Vista was only a 5% tornado risk, but with a storm merger, the storm being on its own, we had a pretty strong to possibly violent tornado if it hit any towns at its peak. It was a very strong tornado. Alta Vista was near the Alma area of Kansas, right near Topeka. So that was a fun chase, but that just proves that any 5% could do anything. We had literally, I think it was a 2% or at best for Alustis and Altus this year. Alusti and then El Dorado. We made a video on that, which will be going live tomorrow. So make sure you guys stick around tomorrow. We do have a video coming out for El Dorado. We had our two big chasers, including a bunch of others. Our two main ones who captured the footage, Dayton Griffin and Joshua Thomas. Shout out to them. But my name is Jacob. Today we're going to be live here covering that 5%. You can look here right now on the radar. Nothing too incredible to really stick out. I'm gonna have to shorten that. I made it full screen. So, but if you look here, nothing too impressive right now. You do see a bit of what seems to be maybe an outflow boundary. This looks like to be contamination. You do got a little rogue storm going on here in the Oklahoma Panhandle. Nothing too much of that, but it does look like it could go severe, but nothing on it really. Echo tops are nothing too crazy. We'll see what happens with this one, but we do got a couple severe risk, which I'm actually going to move over to radar scope for. So if you don't mind me real quick, there we go. All right, see, we're getting some good viewers in now. We're going to go start trickling into our severes that we have going on. We do got a couple severes for this 2% tornado risk. I know there are some chasers that are out there today. I know Vince and all of them are going to be out there. We do have, I don't think they're really much of anything. They are considerable though, this Dubuque, Iowa, for observed 70 mile per hour winds. So make sure you guys are in your well sturdy homes, not necessarily underground, but make sure you're just staying away from windows. Hail threat isn't too credible around here if you look very, very broad, if any rotation, but you can tell there's probably a nice shelf cloud here. So we'll see what happens with those risks. And if we look over here, this one looks a little bit more impressive, but nothing too much on radar. It's just a blob, to be fair. So if anything happens there, it's going to be very, very weak at best. If you look over here, we got right off the border, we got just a basic severe 50 mile per hour winds up to quarter size hail. Looks like that's going to be the main threat around this area. No actual rotation showing up on any of these stores over here. This is one of those kind of days where you have that environment to create a lot of light thunderstorms to some showers. And then if you go over in certain areas, you'll see some stuff. We do have this squall line forming here. These were all severe earlier just to the north of the Little Rock area in Arkansas, just past all of that corridor there with the Springdale Fayetteville area. So just south of that, it's now just a special weather statement, but you can't rule out a possible QLCS threat, though I don't believe this is in its main area for the 2%. These storms are, and I don't really see much happening with these things. They just look like the tail end of this. You might think, so, oh, look at all this. This is not really much of anything. Nothing to really be too worried about, just some light showers and some frequent lightning. If we go here to the lightning, we'll probably see quite a bit pop up. Yeah, lightning producers. I'll tell you what, if it was at night, this would be awesome. But yeah, we do have that severe thunderstorm watch. This could get a little bit, but yeah, I mean, of the 2-inch hail in diameter possible, scattered wind gust up to 70 miles per hour. Nothing too much. You can see it's a squall line for this one. Yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy with that. We are watching, they did send out a mesoscale discussion for this area, which you can see that forming boundary layer. And if you look here, this will be where your main 5% is. This is your biggest area to watch out for. I think maybe a little bit extent here, but that's about what you should be watching out for. Again, if you're watching the stream, we appreciate all the support you can get, liking, subscribing. I know it's a bit weird to be shilling out our stuff to you guys like this. I'm typically not going to do it as much as my predecessors would do, but I will occasionally go out. Once the storms start to fire, though, I'll be a little bit less. Oh, sellout. But we are waiting. waiting to see if any viewers will trickle in. We appreciate any questions. Questions also keep my sanity. I think that's the biggest one. I like my sanity, and people asking me questions is nice. I will answer literally anything. Quick background about me. I go to Iowa State for meteorology. I am an undergrad student. I'm going into my second year. We have a bunch of other kids who are doing meteorology school or have been taking classes before. Mainly our boy Pack, who goes to college. Stuff like that. So he's a bit of a smarter man than I am, but I'll answer any questions you throw my way. I'm not afraid to answer anything. We're mainly just waiting for that main line of storms to form, and I'm going to see if I can pull up the models for you. Maybe that'll get you a clear picture of what we're looking at today while we're actually waiting. Might as well, since we're killing time. I'm going to see maybe I could use something other than the... I'm not really going to go in depth about the event, but I can possibly show what the models are initiating, minus the her. I'm going to try to see, maybe I can use the impasse. Impasse HN. Maybe that will do its trick. Yeah. So I'm going to actually take not a screenshot. I'm going to actually save an image here, and I'm going to actually display that image. So if I go here, I go to image. I know this is a little bit jank, but we're gonna get a little bit deep with this. So there you go. I pulled that out of Pivotal Weather. If you look right here, like, I'm actually going to zoom in right around there. You can see this is based on the impasse. There's some storms firing. Nothing too much, but I don't hate this risk today for a possible chance of a couple tornadoes. Mainly because all the models so far have shown more of a semi-discrete to discrete mode, with only a couple cells popping up, a couple supercells. And that could create an interesting pattern for something to happen. So that could be very interesting. We could see a chance of a possible couple tornadoes, because when storms are left very separated from the rest of the pack, if it's on that boundary or if it's in those good juices to produce any tornadoes, it will produce strong to violent. Sometimes. I'm not going to say all the time, but you'll have a better chance at producing tornadoes in that instance. Because with the storm not feeding off of other storms and not fighting for that good energy, I'm trying to explain in dumbed down terms for you guys. Essentially, you could see a couple of tornadoes spawn out of a storm. I know we had that yesterday in Texas with a beautiful cone tornado. It looked like it went to a stovepipe for a bit. Very beautiful tornado that other chasers captured, really showing off that if a storm's just left alone, give it some time and it'll cook up something for you. And that could be the case today. And to the benefit of everyone, hello there, Storm Chaser. Grace, it looks like. Yep. So, hello. But so if you get those good areas of separation, it will go crazy. I think a biggest example of that is Greensburg. Now, Greensburg's a little weird, because in 2007, you know, it was a right split supercell. It was either the right split or the left split, and it did its whole little shenanigans. That thing was weird. I guess it's a really bad example, but yeah. Any questions will be nice. I'll take any questions at this point. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to ask me something, ask me about what do I do? Ask me what my favorite food is, for all I care. We're going to be like this for a bit. Once storms start to fire off, it's going to go. But we're going to do a quick update again. We got some special weather statements going on. These two special weather estimates have been had just been nothing much. Ooh, excuse me. It's been part of this squall line here that doesn't really show much of a QLCS tornado type threat like some do. But I can't rule out a possibility. So make sure you're just weather aware. This area might be something to watch out for near Mountain Pine and Hot Springs Village. But other than that, nothing too crazy to watch out for. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for the... Looks like it has been allowed to expire. Was the severe thunderstorm warning? Nothing but just some weak storms popping up heading into the Tennessee area. If we look at storm tracks, you can see they're actually going north, so I lied. Very odd. And then over here we have a 2% that is got some storms firing. We're mostly watching this one. I think this is the one to be a little bit more interested in, mainly around here, but this looks like very broad rotation at best, and I don't like it's so close to the radar. At this point, it has to be very broad if it's looking like that close. If you look here, we do have some storms and some pretty bad radar coverage that will be there. We do have a tornado possible now, though. And, of course, we have that considerable that was observed, and we have a 60-mile-per-hour wind reserve. We do have a TOR possible now for the severe thunderstorm warning that is in the Wisconsin area. And I'm going to assume, because it's very far away from radar, it's tying into whatever is happening right here. I could be wrong. I can check. I'd assume that's what's happening, but we'll see what happens. I would assume that's what it's tying into. But we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with that area. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Glad you guys are watching. We are just waiting for some storms to go nuts. Got a tornado possible, like I said. Hail threats, nothing too crazy to worry about. 60-mile-per-hour winds, all radar indicated right now. But I'll get you an update when that happens. We're just mainly waiting for this. Within about 1 hour from now, I would say actually 30 minutes. Between 30 minutes to an hour from now, we're going to start seeing storm initiation right along this border area. We have a 5% tornado risk. It spans about this. I'd say it's a little bit dumber down, like I guess chop this off and chop part of this off, but that's about the risk. And I'd say also like chop this. That's about the risk area. But as you could tell, other than small towns like Altus, Vernon, Wichita Falls in the Burke-Burnett and Lawton area, you aren't seeing so much. I would also watch out for Childress. Nothing too crazy. For the rest of it, though, it's all this open land. Prime for tornado chasing conditions, but there is still a good majority of people in this area, though. I would still watch out, though, especially if you're in the Wichita Falls area. I think that's the one area that I'm a bit worried on to watch out for. I mean, I know I think it's 150,000 people live in Wichita Falls, somewhere around there. So that is something to watch out for. Hello, everybody. I'm constantly saying hello. We're rambling a little bit. I'm waiting for viewers to come in here. We're waiting for storm initiation. Again, if you guys have any questions, please do not be afraid to ask me. We're going to be live as long as possible. I'm going to try to get you everything I can. I do leave for vacation on Wednesday. And that's going to be in Pittsburgh until the 9th. And then I come home for a couple days. And then from the 12th to the 17th, I go to Disney World with the family. Long overdue break. I've been trying to get classes scheduled. Classes scheduling sucks, by the way, for Iowa State. They switched over to Workday. Absolutely awful. If you're a college student and use Workday, I hope you understand my pain. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys are asking. If you guys want to support the channel, make sure you guys are leaving a like down below, subscribing. We just want you guys to know that we put the effort, 110%, right? We did a recent hurricane video. If you guys want to watch that hurricane predictions video, by the way, I implore you to go watch it right now. we don't get storm development for a good minute. So if you guys want to spend some time and watch that hurricane prediction video, it's about 5 minutes long. I know our buddy Packy put a lot of effort into getting research done. Hunter put a lot of effort into editing that. It was a very highly edited video. It's probably one of our best videos we've done yet. And then tomorrow we're going to have El Dorado. It's going to be a compilation about 13 minutes long, which shows the footage between El Dorado from its two perspectives from our chasers Joshua and Dayton, who are both there on a chasecation. And then we're also going to be showing at the end some nice footage of pulling some cars out of the water. There was a flash flood warning that a lot of chasers got stuck under. Some did not make it out better or fare better. But yeah, if you guys want to go watch that, I implore you guys to do that. We're gonna be waiting a little bit for some storms to get going, and it looks like we're in a bit of a lull for just a little bit. We're trying to wait to see how storms do. Storms will fire up. Our only storms to really be watching for right now is these storms over here and that tornado possible, which I'm actually going to switch over to GR2 now. I think that's a good idea. Whoa, I just lost me for a second. There we go. I'm back. It'll enlarge me too. Woo! I apologize. I don't have a webcam, so I can't really go up and give you guys that one-on-one. I gotta set it down on a cup. But we're here. Very high quality. I'm using a outputting in 1440. I don't think we've ever done that. I think I'm the only one who could actually go that close to 4K. And we're outputting at 4K through this. So, I don't know. GoPros are cool. Any questions? I encourage you guys to ask me. I see we got 12 concurrent viewers, going down to 10 a little bit. That's no problem. I see a lot of you guys are on there. If you guys want to support us, I'd love it. If you guys want to, ask any questions in the chat. If you guys are in any of these risks, feel free to ask. If you guys have any questions about weather, you can ask me about the hurricane season. What are we doing? What's our future plans? We got documentaries planned. We had a documentary we made a while back. We got some interesting ideas coming up. Well, I don't want to tell you what storms we're doing, but I will tell you there's some anniversaries coming up for some very specific storms. And I think that's something to definitely watch out for once we get going. But again, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Nothing's too much going on right now. We do have these special weather statements. This is going to show up on GR2. We have some special weather statements for this part of the Arkansas area. We're going near Louisiana. Excuse me. But these storms are weakening. You can see by each scan. They aren't looking too good as they are. They used to be severe thunderstorm warning. Now they aren't. We got some storm reports out here. 75-mile-per-hour winds were recorded from a home weather station. Some flash flood creeks and streams out of their banks between Durango and Asbury. 55-mile-per-hour winds reported from fire department, and 50-mile-per-hour winds reported power out in Dursville and heavy rainfall. So if you're in the Dursville area, make sure if there's any flooding, you guys take your precautions. You guys know what to do. Power outages suck. If you are in this right here, this severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire, but we do have this tornado possible that I don't even know if it's possible still. It still is. Remain alert for possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly. So that is something to watch out for. It also looks like the other severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire here, which we did get 50-mile-per-hour winds reported. Oh, another report coming in for flood. Moderate street flooding in portions of the Janesville intersection on the Bonds, PL, and Waveland Road. So I think the main risk right now to be witnessing is going to be some flash floods. So make sure you guys are being weather aware just in case of some flash floods. And it does look like they said that there are several large branches down, including a few power lines in the south East Wisconsin train spotter also reported brief gust over 50 miles per hour in the area. So definitely looks like we had some minor damage, but there is no rotation on any of these right now. There is some on this one, but the nearest radar is about here or up to the south. It's in that really bad radar section, but you can see where it is. And we got some very weak NROT, showing there's obviously something trying to form, but failing to do so. Echo tops are pretty decent here. Do I have an observation tool? I don't know. We're going to keep it smooth for now. Hey, Spark, is Louisville looking to... How is Louisville looking today? Already getting dark. Louisville. Let me actually look you up on Google Maps, because I have no idea where you guys are in the Texas area. Really, to be fair, it just depends. So Louisville is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So Louisville, if you're in Louisville, nothing too crazy to worry about. I'm going to quickly smooth this as well. You can't do smoothing on that? All right. Well, hold on, wait. Give me one sec. There we go. I had to do some smoothing so you guys can make it look a little bit more professional. So if you look in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there's nothing too much to worry about. I believe Louisville's up here. Yep. Looks like you guys had some showers earlier, but nothing too much to worry. You are at a 2% tornado risk. So I would still, be aware. There is obviously a chance for some showers to occur in your area, some severe weather. I do believe you are in a wind risk. Ooh, if I can collect my words right, let me actually check that for you. I'm going to go on my phone real quick because I'm not going to press on the thing. I know this looks really jank. We're going to quickly check here. Yeah, you guys seem to be pretty much on the outskirts of that 2%. And it does look like you're in a 15% chance for some hail. Looks like a severe thunderstorm warning was issued for the Iowa County, Wisconsin, South County area. I believe that's the same one. I think it's literally just a continuation of it. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, continuation. So, going back to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So Louisville, I think you should be fine. You're mostly at that part of the storm where I believe it comes in MCS for today. Nothing too crazy, mostly just a wind risk I think you got to worry about. Maybe a chance for the power to go out. Just be weather aware. I think you guys will be mostly fine today. Just make sure any severe thunderstorm warnings, you are staying away from the windows. Hello, everybody. We are live right now. Whoa, hello. My camera is really Whoa, it's really moving now. It does not like me. Does not want to cooperate with me. All right, there we go. I'll move my plate out of the screen and view, and this and that. But if you guys are here right now, welcome everybody. We do have a 5% tornado risk over here today. We're gonna be in a good area right now actually for some good radar coverage because it's gonna be right near this Frederick area. You can see this. It looks to be an outflow boundary forming. This isn't much of anything. This is actually contamination, but this area is going to be your main area to watch for, and it looks like we're going to have some storm development over the next excuse me, hour. We should see some storms start to pop up within the next 23 minutes, and if not, we should be able to see upwards of storms popping up at 5 Central. Central Colorado has no chance of severe weather. None. You literally count your blessings. I don't even think you have a chance at even a blooper of a storm. Think who said that? Yeah, Pin King. You have not even a lick of chance for storms. I don't even think you have any cape it out there today to even try to produce a rain shower at best. No 3 cape bomb. I know you guys like your 3 cape bombs where you get 3K plus 4 max equals land spout. You don't even got that. You gotta worry. I mean, especially Central Colorado. Central Colorado rarely sees it, especially if you're talking the Denver area. You rarely see storms. You mostly see them up here or south around here. You don't typically see it in the Rockies. You always see it here. But never in Denver, because Denver's right next to it. You guys are right there. It's a waiting game right now. I apologize if you guys are waiting. If you guys are waiting and you guys want to entertain yourselves for the next 5 minutes, we do have a video on hurricanes. The hurricane season. Colorado Springs. Interesting. I believe Colorado Springs is just south. Yeah. Oh, you guys never get anything. I think Colorado Springs doesn't even get wildfires all the time. You want to talk Denver being close to the mountains? You guys are right there. You're right there. I hiked in this area. Especially all these small towns here by the valleys. I used to hike up in this area. I went down south. If we go down south, actually, I did a hike near Philmont. If I look here, where is it? Santa Fe, Pecos. I know that's Albuquerque, but if we look here, Cimarron, Ute Park. All of this is Philmont near the Eagle Nest. I hiked here. And if I actually look, I'll probably see Mount Baldy. If radar wants to load. That should be it. Mount Baldy. It's like a 12,000 foot elevation. This area is insane. Very fun to hike in. But, yeah. Cimarron, New Mexico. Yeah. Well, Cimarron, New Mexico, we were just over here at one point. Like, we're near you. We crossed this road at some point. I think it was near Cimarron Cedar, which is an old campground around the Ute Park area, which I think is over here by the watering hole. And you could see... No, I think it goes over here because you could see Mount Baldy in the distance. And the campground's main area is somewhere near Eagle Nest, where we started. Fun time. But if you guys are tuning in, I was just talking some random crap. But we are here right now for a 5% tornado risk. I think I've said that more times than ever. Very conditional tornado risk. But if anything can be realized, we'll be having a chance for some tornadoes to pop up. Will I say the strongest tornadoes on the planet? No, we don't look like anything like that right now. But we do have a chance for some storms. And I'm actually going to BRB. I will be back in 30 seconds. I'm going to get myself a drink. Drink water. This is you guys' mandatory water breaks. I should probably take up my plate. I'll be back, everybody. I'm back with agua and a summer snack because it is hot as crap outside. Like, actually. Icy pop. But it's Italian icy pop. So it's delicious. I'm back. Been to Philmont twice. Back. How have you been? Life treating you well? Life treating me great. Ish. Life's been great when it comes to storm chasing, living my life, having fun, every aspect. College sucks. I found that out the hard way. Ooh. Okay. So, we actually do have a new severe thunderstorm warning, which means I can actually cover weather for all of 5 minutes. To show you, we have a severe thunderstorm warning. That's even in a worse radar section near Spring Green Arena area in Wisconsin, heading towards Mazanoma. It doesn't look very impressive. If I take this off smoothing, it looks sure. This area is our main area to watch for. This has been the one that we've been staring at for a minute and a half. And this one went severe again. So maybe it just expired for a bit. But we look at it, nothing too much to go nuts over. It's actually a really bad radar spot. But be weather aware, mostly just that wind risk is the main threat today for that area. But again, we are waiting for initiation. Okay. We can just delete it and, update it. That's fun. Yeah. Water spouts and wind gusts. Woohoo. We love water spouts. I've gotten off topic. You guys want to see water spouts? I want to see water spouts. What's the water spouts all about? It's probably absolute horse crap. A 12 and 14 day trek, and yes, I'm an Eagle Scout. I'm an Eagle Scout too, but I barely got Eagle. Like, in the terms of, what I did, it sucked to get there. Because COVID happened, and just everything came crashing. It wasn't that great. It was, the experience, don't get me wrong, I love scouting. I'm here just kind of lurking about to cook supper. It's for my buddy. But, yeah, no, in the terms of, getting Eagle Scout, that was painful the last couple years. Because I'm from the Ohio area, so, you might know troops here, you might not. Simon Kenton Council. It didn't help that Simon Kenton Council was losing money. So my camp closed down, and then we had to go to another camp. It didn't help that COVID happened. So, essentially, long story short, doing Zoom meetings for scout meetings sucked. And then trying 2011, you lucky son of a gun. So you didn't have to deal with COVID. See, the problem was that I became patrol leader when COVID happened, and I tried to motivate my troop to work on Eagle Scout because we all had to. 3 people quit on the very same day, including 2 brothers and 1 guy who was immune compromised, which I guess I understand why that would be the case. And then we had another, and then it came down to 4 people, and then I tried to do meetings to set up to try to get merit badges done, and then it would just be me some night. There was literally one night I just broke down crying because for 3 weeks in a row, I was the only person to show up for those Zoom meetings. It sucked awfully. So then I had to bust my butt because I just felt so awful. I stopped doing scouts for 3 months. I was 3 months behind on Eagle. I had to get pardoned. I had to state my case why I should work on my Eagle Scout project earlier than others, because I have to wait 6 months to have Eagle. I only waited 5 because I had to get my stuff bang, 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 bang. And I did, for my Eagle Scout project, I did some wildlife conservation. We built for for these, not wildlife conservation. Well, we did some wildlife conservation, and then we built these. We built 2 bridges on these hiking trails that desperately needed some bridging done. I called up my local park and said, "Do you need a bridge?" And they're like, "We need 2." And I said, "I got you." Yeah, if you guys are tuning in, we got some storms in the area around mainly Iowa. I'm actually going to switch over to radar scope for this one. We got this storm here, which isn't really much of anything. That will be... I'd still watch. If I go over here, maybe I might be able to get a better picture. No bueno. It ain't looking that good. We got this one, which is it still possible? Still possible. So if you're in the Mineral Point, Waldwick, Mifflin, Belmont area, if you, especially going up to Hollandale and Blanchardville. I cannot speak words. Be weather aware for any chance of a tornado warning to pop up. Ooh. My buddy pointed this out real good. Nice catch, Hunter. Looks like this is Lansing area. This storm looks really interesting. It looks like a couple storms, but you got some broad rotation on that. It's broad. Like, it's broad. But then you also have this one too, which is near Sand Creek in Ridgeland. That's got rotation to it. Was it a struggle, though? Was it worth the struggle, though? Oh my gosh, yeah. It was worth 100% of the struggle. Some of the things that I can do to get a job now is just having Eagle Scout. It'll blow your whole darn mind. So, yeah, no, it was worth it. And now that I don't really go to the troop anymore. I got summer camp, though, in a couple weeks, though. Going to be coming as an adult leader. Second time, though, people call me by Mr. last name. I'm not used to that at all. So, that's going to be a weird adjustment. But, yeah, it was worth it. But I'd watch for this. If you're in Sand Creek area, Ridgeland, you're fine. But heading up to Bloomer, New Auburn, then Eagle Point and Tilden area, I'd be weather aware for this storm. Possible chance of a brief spin up happening with this one. Doesn't look very strong, but it's in its own area. But man, I don't know why it's got rotation on that. Again, we have the squall line. It's got some very weak wind to it. I don't even think there's a QLCS to this. So I wouldn't be too worried about a chance of a tornado to pop out of this. But as it gets into the Little Rock area, be aware for some weather. Some severe weather. We're still here, everybody. I hope you guys are popping in. It looks like not many people are really here right now, but if you are here, we love and support you guys. We're just waiting right now. We're in a bit of a lull period, so this is like a time where you don't really get much going, but could still be aware of those possible storms to the south. And we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. There's going to be some 60-mile-per-hour winds. So that's your wind threat happening. But there's not much of anything going on with this. Well, actually... Sorry, guys, we hated my eating. And it looks not too terrible. Okay, I'm going to actually plot that as a watch out for. If you're near Council Hill, Galena, Guilford, Scales Mound, Apple River, Warren area, I'd be aware. For any possible chance of a tornado with that. No tornado warnings have been issued yet. But it is good to note that with these storms right now, that anything could happen. We literally could have a storm pop out of nowhere so quickly you won't even understand. And that's for this area. And I believe I'm gonna go to mesoscale analysis to tell you guys why. And I know this is a little bit jank, and this is gonna be a little bit weird for a hot second. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna close that out. If you look here, you can see that boundary layer of that surface base cape pretty good right there, up to 6,000 up to the south. This is where you're gonna see your storm development, just along this corridor. And I'm actually, you know what, we're going to get a little bit fancy here. We're going to plot this too. And if we go over here to the mixed layer, you can also see that mixed layer is looking real tight. We could have some big hailers today. That 15 sig, we could have a chance for some baseballs. If we go here to the significant tornado parameter, that might be STP of 3 STP, and that's using the SRH. So if we look here, you can see 3 STP. That's a bit of an upgrade from earlier where we were at best 2. And I believe if we go again to our little trusty scroll wheel thing and we go to the fixed layer, there's your 3 value. If you go to effective, you get up to 5. So it looks like the tornado threat is starting to increase. If we go to non-supercell tornado, I think that's just showing for... Sorry, I pressed the wrong one. If we go supercell composite, huge 20 supercell composite. That shows that there's a very good chance that we could be seeing storm development very soon. And I won't be surprised if they go tornado watch. And I'm actually going to pull up IEM bot monitor now. If you guys want to go up and pull up IEM bot monitor and have the sound on, if you... I can probably... It'll play this little ding ding, and you can go here. You can see those weather things. You can see right here, strong to occasionally severe wind gusts will persist with slowly organizing clusters of storms spreading through much of central Arkansas through the 5 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's for that squall line there. But you'll get all the risk for your fire outlooks, all that stuff. So you make sure you press that. That's the one we were looking at early. I was looking at earlier before I went live. Isolate to widely scattered supercell development possible by 5 to 6 p.m. Watch is very probable, but if you look here, it does not plot the full 5%. So likely it'll drop either a severe thunderstorm watch that shows that there is a chance for a couple tornadoes, or they're going to plot a tornado watch with a couple tornadoes possible, a few tornadoes possible. You get the woodworks. But yeah, we're just mainly watching this area. We have really good wind shear as well. I say it's really decent. LCLs could be a little bit better. Kind of just looking at the woodworks for you guys. If we look over here to the lapse rates are decent, but they might be too much. Look, if you look here, 8.5 lapse rates in some areas. This would be around 8. If you go over here, back to the low level lapse rates, you can see you can see that boundary. So this is gonna be that. This is where you really see that boundary layer form off in that secondary one. And if you look here to the other, this is good. So I'd say, all in all, you guys are definitely going to see surf. That's the next 3 hours. You're definitely going to see some change to really show some storms developing. And if we look here to the 500 millibar, yeah, you could definitely see. Look at the surface operations. Good dew points up to the 70s. Some areas. Decent enough. We could see a storm or two develop. I'm going to scroll this down now. And we're going to go back to GR2. I'm going to check the comment section. Do you struggle through COVID and getting things in place? Oh, dude. Kinda? I did struggle through COVID yes, this is getting things in place and reactivating for camping after lockdown. Dude, trying to get back from camping, rough transition. I will tell you, that was hard for everyone, all the adults, everything, especially the fact that we, like, our summer camp shut down. We used to go to summer camp. Archery's been around for about 75 years. We've been going to the same summer camp for 70 years, right? And suddenly, bang, shuts down. Unfortunately, you had the deal with the Simon Camp Council was losing money. Scouts was losing money because of the lawsuits. Won't get into that here. But you know, that was rough for scouting. And that was rough for us when it shut down. And COVID did not help any of that. And I remember going to that hearing where they basically said, well, they were closing the camp that was the least well kept. Another camp was even worsely well kept, but it was historical land because it's the third camp in U.S. history that Lord Bain-Powell sat on, camped at, and said it was good, right? Founder of scouting. So that's a historical area that they could not sell off at all. So they decided to sell off this one camp in the cheapest and poorest county of all of Ohio, by the way. It was in Vinton County. I'm not afraid to say it. It was called Chief Logan Reservation. It would literally, like, acreage out there is so dirt cheap because of how poor it is. It's the most impoverished area in all of Ohio. So the fact they sold that land for nothing, like, they couldn't even sell it to the paper company next door. That was rough. Rough to see that shut down. It sucked too because they said that, oh, well, you know, we're going to shut down the camps that are the least organized. When we kept on renovating Chief Logan. We built new shower houses the year before, and they said, nah, it ain't good. Ain't good anymore. But yeah, let's get back to the weather. We still got those severe thunderstorm warnings up in the south, in the north. I think I'm just going to keep the radar up here for now. And it looks like a new report came in. Some flash flooding. Culverts overflowing across Highway AV1. This is near Platteville. Again, like I said, you got to watch out for the flooding. That's going to be your main risk. We have this storm making its way into the Milwaukee area. So make sure if you're in Milwaukee, you're weather aware. Though I do believe these storms are moving north. I don't even know anymore, dude. I think these storms are moving north. And nothing too much to write off for both of them right now. I don't even believe we got much of anything going on with our old tornado possible storm. And I don't believe it's even got a tornado possible anymore. No. It lost its tor possible, looks like. No, it says it's tor possible, but I don't know. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm actually gonna pivot. Doesn't show it here. I'm actually gonna pivot. Just for the heck of it, because we're bored out of crap. We have a tornado watch near the Edmonton area for possible chance of tornadoes. And I was looking at this earlier too. Conditions are favorable for development of a funnel cloud with a brief weak tornado, strong winds, large hail, and heavy rain is also possible. So this is going to be for your Lloydminster and the Edmonton area near the Watskin. Wataskin. I forgot how to say that. You actually see you got rotation going on near Kelsey. Ignore Alberta radar right here. This area sucks. Near Carville. These areas suck for radar coverage. But if you're in the Canada area, I guess for our 1% Canadians, be weather aware. Because it looks like we got some storms popping up over there. Got a couple supercells going. You can even see them. Look at that. Bang. 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 That's great fun. Alright, we're going to go back to actual weather. No one cares about the Canadians as much. I do care. I kind of lied to you. But yeah, the warning's been allowed to expire. So it's not tornado possible anymore. We're just in a lull, like I said. Unless, wait a minute. There's a oh, hey, Canada had a landspout. Landspout tornado near Meeting Creek, picked by Connor Pearson. Hey, how about that? So, hey, Canada, you had a landspout. We have a random storm here forming in Missouri. I'm kind of spurting right now. Hey, there's that 1-inch hail report by the public. Random storm, but I wonder if I could pull up Canada through this. Can I? No, they're being bums. They don't like fun. I got only radar scope that allows me to do that. Let's check a GR2 real quick. We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna stare at Canada radar for a hot second, which I feel like is a cardinal sin because Canada radar sucks. So where is Meeting Point? Where's Meeting Creek? Is it in this area? I don't think so. So wow, that was posted by a tweet at 5:09. Fun. Looks like Norman posted out a tweet to watch for a thunderstorm development. And Alberta emergency alert. Tornado alert at 3:27 p.m. in Alberta time. Take necessary precautions. Beaver County near Viking. I hate using Canada radar and their crappy systems. So storm. So they have a tornado advisory. Conditions are favorable for development of funnel cloud. Okay, so I believe that's for the watch they posted. So that watch was actually just a couple minutes ago. And there's also an excessive heat warning for the Phoenix area. I guess if you want to really get real deep into weather today, we got a effective heat warning. Welcome to the after part of this show where we're waiting for storms to develop. I yawn excessively for your needs, and we talk about scouts. So if you guys are popping in here, we got storms developing in Canada. But now that we're done with the Canada show, we're going to go back to the real one. Earlier, it did look like it did look really interesting on radar for this one. If I go back to it, not so much. Doesn't look very good. I'd actually say it looks worse now. Excuse me, I had a long day. So it looks like it's even worse. Nothing too insane. To watch out for. If I look here, no, it just looks even worse. It doesn't look very good. So at this point, I'd honestly just be careful for that wind risk. Again, for these wind risks, still take them seriously. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts or 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. They're called severe thunderstorms for a reason. They are severe. They are the potential. We might be in business, boys. You ever heard of the blip? I got you a blip right here. This is the blip of all time. Another blip? Hey, we got blips. This is the most exhilarating stream of all time. We got blips, boys. It's just like that scene out of the Twisters one where they go, "Oh, we got twins." We got blips. We got blips. I love it. So we got some storms developing, everybody. Whoa, that means that we're gonna get some awesome time here. It's going to be some really cool and awesome storm development. And you are going to be here to watch for our displeasure. For everyone's sake, we will be watching this storm develop. So, maybe our blips is an inside joke, but these are some actual storms developing now. So, over the next half hour to an hour, I said we were probably going to get some storm development just a little bit earlier than the 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock time slot. If you look here, these storms are going to start rapidly firing up. You can see that outflow boundary is absolutely nutty. So anything to the south of that might not do much, but anything to the north or just slight south, like this is too south. This blip, if it even does anything, is way too far south. 60 miles. We want to keep consistently near this outflow boundary, just within about 30 miles. So about here on both ends for any chance of anything. And that one just makes it. So, we're going to watch this coming about. I think this is the only one that's really actually gotten close to even being a storm. We did it, boys. The blip of the year. The one true blip. And you can see that as a storm developing on the other one. So, we're going to have to wait and see if any of these storms will materialize. But I expect possibly for them to drop a tornado watch. I think we're at that point right now where I think the conditions on the radar are on the mesoscale analysis are favorable. Oh God. Yeah, excuse me, development. I think they're just favorable enough. So I think it's I think right now we're just going to wait and see. And guys, I just wanted to say one more time for the viewers. Probably another 2 more times. I lied to you. We got a new video. Why this hurricane season could be the worst yet. And it's not a liar. This looks like a really strong hurricane season possible. Make sure you guys watch that. Pack and them put a lot of effort into that. And it really pains them to see them feel down. But the support that we have been getting the last couple of days has been awesome. And we want to see as much support as we possibly can. So if you guys want to support us by watching, it would be fantastic. It's a 5-minute video. It is a 5-minute video, which means you guys at any point can go watch it. Storms have not developed yet. We got a little bit. I don't mind if you guys pop off for a little, if you guys leave for a little bit just to go watch the video. It's on our channel. You click on our channel. It will be right there. It's the second video to pop up because we have another video that is going to be live eventually, and that is for El Dorado, which I never changed the title name. There we go. I just changed it. So El Dorado was an insane tornado. It was actually probably a couple tornadoes, I would say. It was absolutely insanity, and it was really fun to edit. I took all the time into editing it for you guys. It's gonna go live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys are going to go watch that as well. And if you guys want to support the channel, make sure you guys drop a like, a follow. I don't care what you guys do. I don't care what any of you guys do. But any of that would be much appreciated. We are seeing storm development now. We got a blip, a little bit of a blip near El Dorado. Speaking of El Dorado, in a lusty area, we got another blip as well, just to the south, just north of the Air Force Base. Look at it go. It's absolutely cranking 90s. Is that what kids say nowadays? That was a stupid joke. You guys are awesome. You guys have been amazing. If you guys want to ask any questions, do not be afraid to ask. Right? Do not be afraid at all. And there we go. There we go. There we go. I got the watch symbol. We have a new severe thunderstorm watch. It got issued, just been issued. I'm going to link. Okay. We're going to see what we can do. There we go. Bang! There we go. Look at that right there. All right. New severe thunderstorm watch has just been issued. Let me pull up the probabilities for y'all. Let me see if I can get the probabilities pulled up. Nope. Can't seem to get the probabilities pulled up for you. Save my life. There we go. All right. It doesn't look like they're as confident with this event as I am. But nonetheless, they put a 5% down. Also, that blip died just to the north, so we're feeling absolutely giddy with that one. But this isn't going to be the main risk. I just want to give you guys a heads up. This is not going to be the main risk. But let me quickly read this out for you guys. So we have a couple tornadoes possible with a severe thunderstorm watch. That's going to be 25 probs. 20% chance for 2 or more tornadoes, and a 5% chance for 1 or more strong EF2 to EF5 tornadoes. We have a 60-20 for the wind probs, which is set at scattered gusts likely up to 70 miles per hour likely. And then we have a 60-60 prob for a probability of 10 or more severe hail events and 1 or more hail events 2 inches plus, which is shown right here. Scattered hail up to apple size likely. So that's going to be the main risk. Is going to be the 15 sig that was given today. They didn't go 40. They did not go 30 sig, so it is not an enhanced risk. But they went up to apple size hail likely. This is your classic hail setup. Elevated hailers is going to be your main risk. We're going to move that out of the way now, so we can get back to the main dealio of what's happening. That's going to be this watch, which you can see just to the north. We have some storms developing here. They're going to quickly leave the watch area, but they could get out here into this open space and produce some light wind gusts, possibly some chances for some elevated hailers up to the north. You look here, that blip is nothing much. Near El Dorado, it's near no more. But hey, we got our blip to the south. It's cooking. You give it the peanut oil. It's got gas. But this is not going to be the main watch. I just want you guys to know real quick, this will probably not be the main watch. They might drop a tornado watch because the 5% extends all the way to Wichita Falls. They might drop a tornado watch here if they really feel like it. We do have a lot of excuse me, we do have a lot of special weather statements going on, but they're nothing too much. Very, just no rotation actually at all on this one. We have a lot of special weather statements for the just simple northerly pushing cells. And over here, we have only one severe thunderstorm warning left, and that is going to be for the Illinois area. Nothing too much, just barely in that small 2%. And up here, we did have a storm earlier that has died. We have very broad rotation on it. It's gone. But as you can see here, they are dropping those flash flood warnings, which are observed flash flood warnings, which shows that there was that flash flood that I said to watch out for, which has done its job as being annoying. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that as we go along. But yeah, we do have that severe thunderstorm watch that has now been issued, which means that the conditions have gotten a lot more favorable for storm development. And I'm going to check mesoscale analysis one more time for you guys. Make sure you guys get the real gist, and make sure you guys let me check to see if we're going to get some excuse me, if we're going to get some storm development very soon. We did see earlier that it had some STP up to 3 and 4, up to even 5 at cases for the effective layer, and that we also had some good boundary layer shear. Supercell composite is still at 20. It's off screen for you guys. You can't see everything. Almost nothing has changed, so there's no real point in showing. But I can tell you confidently, we're going to get storm development very, very soon. Very soon. So, again, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to be a bit annoying. I'm going to be very, very annoying real quick. That, if you guys want to support the channel, make sure you guys are liking it, you're subscribing to the channel. I see we got some more people coming in now that the severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Yes, we do have a severe thunderstorm, not warning, I'm sorry, watch issued. We got some blips popping up here now. We're getting action. It's the greatest action ever. It's called a blip. And this is what happens when I get bored. I start talking about the little blips. Up here we even got more blips too. Blips for days. Woo, that is one heck of a blip right there. That blip's actually really developed. Wait a minute, it might go severe. But yeah, we got some storm development happening right now. If you guys want to support the channel, make sure you guys are watching and you're liking, subscribing. We're waiting for some more storm development, and then we'll really get going. Did you guys see? In South Africa, that possibly violent tornado. Looks like we might have something from a buddy on the Canada one. I know it's Canada. Wah wah. Let's check it out anyways. Oh! Hello. Hey, Canada. I don't want to be a bit too crazy. We might have something. I'll be back in 1 second, everybody. Hello, everybody. We're back. I apologize. My family came home. I needed to say hi. I'm back, everybody. We lost viewers. I'm so sorry, guys. I've returned. I have returned from whence I came to tell you that the storms are still cooking. The storm's absolutely nuts. And I will not be surprised if we drop something. I think Canada needs to wake up and drop a tornado warning. I'm not going to lie to Canada. I think Canada needs to wake up. Well, I guess for the Canadians, if you're in Balf and Kelsey and near Daysland, I think you guys need to watch out. Because apparently, you got something going. Wow. Yeah, that storm is kind of cooking. And it's like two forms of rotation too. It's really goofy. You have this and then this. It doesn't know what it does. It won't make up its mind. It doesn't know what the heck it wants to do. That is weird. Excuse me, by the way. But it's in its new scan just came out. Not velocity scan, but we'll check back at that in a little bit. Definitely looks like it's got a good core to it. Alright. We're going to go back here. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning that was issued. For the, excuse me, Arkansas area. I think this is going to be near Arla, Texas. Arlacana. I said Texarkana. Arla, Texas. I really am so sorry to anyone who lives there. This is going to be your wind threat. Pea-size, like nickel size hail at best. I think that's what 0.88 inches is going to be. It's really hard to tell, but usually when velocity looks like this crap, it means that there's either A, contamination, or B, literally nothing there. Nothing there. But, excuse me, make sure you guys are in your interior homes. Stay away from windows. Yada, yada, yada. Blips. Blip. We love our blips. We actually have more storms developing, like actual storms developing now. It's a great revelation. This is your main risk zone. This is your main area to watch for. So, if you guys are tuning in, we do have a 5% tornado risk for the, the watch area, part of it at least. We have this area that's going to be in it, and now we have this area that isn't in it yet. So, I kind of really badly drew that. I guess like this area, and then you have this area that has yet to be put into it. So they've kind of divided it right now. Maybe they're trying to wait to see what happens, but if you look here, a lot of flash flood warnings. We got some for Oklahoma now, and we got some for the Wisconsin area. This one in Texas, Iowa, Wisconsin now. That's for that special weather statement that I believe was not looking too bad on radar earlier. It still isn't, but it's just not great. Very broad. And then, of course, the Illinois area. And then, of course, we have these severe thunderstorm warnings. This one looks like it's been allowed to expire. And this one is still kicking. It will expire in 45 minutes. And for my Canada folk, let's go back here. This boy is cooking. Rotation is not 100% sound, but you can see where it's going. It's kind of really hard to tell, though, where you're really going to get your tornado, because That was my dad. You guys got a glimpse of the behind the scenes right there. A bit behind the scenes. Whoa! Why are we outputting at 330? Whoa! Why were we outputting at 360? Okay. Oh my gosh. You recommend you raise the stream bit rate. Wow, that is that's a lot, but okay, I'm gonna check something. Your quality is good. I thought the same from the dashboard. Okay, is it outputting at 1440? I raised the bitrate, by the way, because it kept on yelling at me. I was having issues on my end. That's good if the bitrate's working. I apologize, everybody. I also apologize if we're covering Canada. I know Canada's kind of boring, but look at it. It's not terrible. For once, Canada has decided it's wanting to do something for once in its life. I don't think the overlay shows Canada though, so you guys can come. By the way, that blip we had earlier is now a special weather statement for 55-mile-per-hour winds in 75 inch. That's good. I said 75 inch hail. 0.75 inch hail. That's very close to being quality enough for it's almost close enough for what's the word? A severe thunderstorm. I am not kicking it today, boys. We do have storms developing, like I said. This one doesn't look very good anymore. We do have something here, but we're mainly waiting for any storm development here. And all of this will be pushing north. Same thing over here once we get more storm development. So that's going to be our waiting game, essentially. It's a boring waiting game. But in the meantime, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Like I said, for this area, it isn't much of anything. In fact, I'd even say it's boring. Because all of this is just a dying off squall line that will give you nothing but some hail. We could see a chance of a QLCS, but the chances are near zero. It's pretty much left the better boundary area. We do got flooding, though, and I think flooding is something to really cover. We got flooding, of course, over here. This is going to be your Fort Smith area, right off the border. And again, we have flooding over here. And all severe thunderstorm warnings have been allowed to expire in this area. So anyone who's over here, I don't think it's going to peak out over here until later, but this looks boring. This looks like we're going to have a really boring time over there. We only have one severe thunderstorm warning, 5 flash floods. And then Caribbean? Hey, Caribbean. Hey, Caribbean. Caribbean? Wow. Words are hard, guys. Guys, look, it's the Caribbean. Possible chance of a water spout. Yahoo. So, yeah, we're in a really bad lull. This is one of the worst I've been in. If you guys have any questions, please ask me. I would love for you guys to ask me. Like, please, I beg of you. Ask me the dumbest questions, I'll answer them. I guess I could talk about other stuff. What are we been doing lately? I can't say confidently that we have been working on going back to documentaries for a bit. Woohoo! Documentaries. Black meteors are fun, you know. We've been trying to get stuff pumping out for that, just for you guys. Anyone who's tuning in again, I'm going to say this one more time. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the Texas and Oklahoma panhandle area. This is going to be those open plains, not much really in the area. Not too many big major towns in it, really. I mean, to be honest, other than Vernon and anything in Elk City, pretty much anything off of I-90, 55, you're pretty much not going to get anything. Shamrock, Eric, Sayre, Elk City, really, Cheyenne a little bit. Around here, you ain't even going to get much anyways. You do got that special weather statement for the Booker area, so if you're in Booker, just make sure you guys are in your interior rooms. We do have another storm here developing. That came out of left field. That's quickly developing as well. And I'm gonna check my mesoscale analysis one more time for you guys. If I see anything, I'll pull it up for you all. But honestly, right now like I said, we're in that lull where you aren't really gonna get much, though I feel like we are going to get a lot very quickly. The STP is up to a 4 now in most areas. 5 for the effective. We have good wind shear, and if I go to, we do have like actually decent wind shear, and I think, yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing something going up in a little bit. If I go to observations, wow, dews got even better. We have good dews. I won't be surprised if we possibly get a weak tornado. I think it's at this point, like, you're in that part of the day where you're thinking to yourself, are you going to get one, and where is it going to happen? Like, what's the precautions here? What are we waiting for? And that's going to be the one thing that we just going to have to do, is wait for some storms to really kick off. Because when they do, they will fire quickly, especially with these good lapse rates. I mean, lapse rates were up in the, if I go to mid-levels, up in the 8s. If I go to low level, we're going up into the 6s and the 7s. That's not crazy good, but I guess low level that much. You want good low level. Mid level, not always as much, because mid level lapse rates is where you're going to get your hail, and you don't want too much. Will just be elevated hailers. They won't produce anything but hail because of how good the lapse rates are. If you look at just overall, up in the 8s. And a patch of 9s over in some parts. So those good lapse rates are what's also fueling the northern threat, which I do not think was really plotted on the SPC outlook. I believe yeah, no. You had a wind risk. Oh, that's your hail risk. So they did plot the hail risk for that. I don't think it was originally, though. So, they were listening. Oh, we get a new mesoscale discussion, though. It does say watch unlikely. So, I don't think it's really much of anything. Let me see what it is, though. Trying to see over here. Geomagnetic sudden impulse expected. Whoa, that is a random warning. Yeah, I'm trying to see here what that mesoscale discussion was so I can pull it up for you guys. There we go. It's really not much. I just wasted my time just saying nothing to you guys. If you guys weren't bored in the couple seconds. Look right there. A few damaging gust or isolated hail possible. No watches expected. 5% chance though. 5% chance literally means nothing. It's just not gonna happen. We do have a special weather statement though that looks like it's getting stronger. Looks like it's got a good hail core to it. That might be a really great elevated hailer. I think today you're going to get a lot of your elevated hailers staying more off to the north of the panhandle and your tornado risk really staying off here, which is why they plotted that 5% over there, not more north. And I think that's what they were banking on with this one. You guys are here. I do appreciate you all. I do appreciate you all. But, yeah, no. So, we're definitely going to be, whoa, I hope you did not hear the desktop volume. We're basically in a lull. That's why I'm kind of stuttering. I'm trying to figure out what to say. It's kind of hard when you aren't really getting much of any storms developing. Though I hope it really does do something, because I got offered Italian ice, and I said no. I decided not to go get some Italian ice or custard. One, to watch what I'm eating, and two, because I want to be here with you guys. So, screw the family. We do have another flood warning. Flash flood warning. Radar indicated. I believe all of these are radar indicated except for this one. 1/2 inch to 1 inch an hour. Pretty good. We got, of course, these over here. We have the 2% that really isn't doing much of anything except for this storm, which looked decent for this, which I don't even think is really much of anything. Yeah, no, it's not even much of anything at all. This doesn't look good. I think I lied to myself. Yeah, I lied. Sorry, guys. I lied to myself thinking it would be good. None of these are really that good. I mean, it's there. I kind of lied. You got something going here. You might have a very weak tornado if at best. It's not terrible. I guess, though, if you're in the town and Cross Plains, town of Middleton area, all that, just be aware. You do have a really nice storm that has very weaker rotation to it. But we're going to stick over here. We're going to wait for those storms to really fire off, which they have. Again, we have this stuff starting to go. This stuff went. There's another storm developing right behind it, unless differently. Let me check here. Yeah, there's a storm right behind it, unless that's part of the storm. Might be part of it, or just a shower merger happening. Again, this storm does not look too bad. Blips are starting to really fire in. We look over here. We do have a storm right here. And if you look over here, you like something very weak that isn't doing much of anything. So, if you're here though, make sure you guys are watching. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. But I think honestly, we're just waiting. But how are you guys doing? We have that 5% today. We're just in a very long waiting game. Boring waiting game, by the way. This is not my favorite time. Though, if you guys want to, though, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, watching everything that has come out the last couple days. We do have that forecast video for hurricane season. Make sure you guys are popping in, saying hi, watching that sucker, having a good time with it. It's a good video. We put a lot of effort into it. I hope you guys do enjoy with that one. We're in a waiting period, so not really going to talk about the weather. We really don't have anything going up right now. I'd even argue we got like nothing going on. So this is definitely going to be really interesting though to see what happens. Oh man, this is boring, guys. I'm waiting. I'm waiting out just like all y'all. We got stuff going though. These storms look not too terrible. I feel like that might have a good hail core on it. Would you agree? That's gotta have something decent on it. Let me look at Echo Tops. Whoa. Oh, I closed it out. Oh, and now my thing's having an aneurysm. Okay, we're gonna go to GR1. GR2, I'm sorry. Let's go over here. That's gotta have something. That's right by Booker, right? Small town of Booker. Doesn't look to be a small town. It's right by Parrington, Texas, which is a pretty decent sized town right off the panhandle. Yeah, I mean, this look terrible. Yeah, woo, hello. Whoa, hey there, buddy. Wow. Yeah, that's got a really decent hail core on that. I'd go severe. Echo Tops are just maxing out at 45,000 feet. We go here. I mean, yeah, even these are popping off right now. Whew. You know, it looks pretty good. Echo Tops are really good. They should get severe for this. Just wanted to say that. And of course, we got that storm developing. We have the severe. Nothing much is actually going on. Okay. Severe thunderstorm warning for Texas. Oh my gosh, I went severe. Bang! I called it. I just wanted to say I called it. Boom. Considerable. 70-mile-per-hour winds. 1.75 inch out. That exploded. Wow. Whoa. That. I'm not going to say that it's going to be a tornado risk, but. Wow. That is a nifty storm right there. So, if you're in the Booker area, if you're near Hunton, which is where it's right over Hunton right now, the hail core. If you're in that area, make sure you guys are in a safe place. It doesn't look like much of anything. There are a lot of ranches, you know, agricultural land in that area. So if you're anywhere in this area, I'd be careful. So that has been plotted as a considerable severe storm warning. But it looks like it's a boundary sucker though. We might actually get something from this. It is discreet. This is the one to watch. I'd watch for this one. Yeah, I'd really watch out. You know what? Let's go back to let's go back. Apologize, everybody. let's go back over to Canada. Just for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it. So this sucker has been cooking. Hello. So it's wow. It's trying its best at producing a tornado. It really wants to do it. Canada can do it. It just has to say it just has to say the magic words. Is that a reverse? Is that a hook? No. No, I lied. That's not a hook. Is that a B word? I can't tell. These radars suck. This radar is famously trash. You'd think it looks good. It's not. It's like, I hate the fact the velocity looks like this. It looks really terrible. Like, that probably looks better than what it actually does if you put it on regular radar. But again, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning over near the Booker area. Nothing much of rotation on it, but it could become a boundary hugger and do something. Or it's not really going to do anything. It's going to produce just very large hail and not produce a tornado. Then we have Arkansas, Kansas area, near the Texarkana area. We have that severe thunderstorm warning. That's still going on. Expires in 21 minutes. I don't know if they're going to keep it going. We got a lot of cells developing just to it. And ain't going to do much. Let's go over here. It looks like we got one storm developing over here. Might be another. We have that one storm right there. This is the boundary eater as well. That's the boundary. Another storm right there. That storm right there. A lot of fun. Bit of a lull right now. Do you ever do Minnesota weather? Yeah, we do. We do all kinds of weather. I apologize if I didn't answer that quickly. It's been... Apologize, Grace. Yeah, we do Minnesota weather. And currently right now, there isn't really much of anything going on in Minnesota. I do believe there was a couple showers popping up just over here. Yes. But other than that, really not much of anything. You guys occasionally get some good areas, favorable conditions for tornadoes to the south, just south of Minneapolis, mainly in this corridor. You'll see tornado potential sometimes, but not today, not for the next bit. It's super diabetic, that's why. I'm asking my buddy, they don't know why the storm developed here to, the storm in near Booker. I know why. It developed because it felt like it. That's how it works. They fired because I farted. Guys, please keep it professional. Yeah, so very interesting. Oh man, I mean, I can see why. That storm just doesn't look like it's in a good area. We're waiting right now. Hey, boy. We're waiting. We appreciate all the support, by the way, for the hurricane video. We're up to 85 views right now. We want to get up to 100. How about this? I don't want you guys I don't care if you guys subscribe. I don't even care if you guys do anything. We do cover Minnesota weather. So, great. We cover all kinds of weather no matter what state it is. We'll cover Alaska if we got to, right? We'll typically cover all American weather, depending on how it is. Occasionally, it just depends. I guess like if there's a hurricane coming after America and it affects the tropics, I guess at that point, yeah, we would cover tropical weather. But at that, like other countries, but at that point, we're pretty much just covering what's going to happen to America. We cover all American states. It just depends if you're in it. So if you have a blizzard going on, possibly like a historical blizzard, if you got severe weather happening with a potential chance of tornadoes, anything like that, we'll cover it. We won't go live for everything, but we go live. Our goal is to try to go live for as many 5% as possible. We don't go typically live for our 2 tours, but our goal was to go live for as many 5% as we want, which is why we're here right now. So I appreciate anyone who is here. If you guys want to like, subscribe, we appreciate it. Go watch the hurricane video. I don't care if you guys come here and you guys don't end up watching the stream right now, though we do have some interesting stuff starting to happen. But if you do watch that hurricane prediction video, it'd be very appreciable. But we do have that severe thunderstorm going, which had a considerable time for some strong hail, and it's still going. And it's not in a good area. Like, I could fully heartedly say this part right here sucks. Like, even add more to this. This entire, like, I'm just going to buzzsaw. It's not even part of the boundary. Anywhere where this boundary ends, bang. This sucks. All of this. This entire box and beyond isn't great because it isn't part of the boundary. You can see where the boundary is. You can see where that is. And that's where I'm curious about this storm because it could be a boundary hugger. Could hug the boundary. Do some interesting things. And that boundary, it looks like for right now the boundary is like this. It's like that. It actually ends a lot shorter than that. And then anything that isn't part of that boundary, bang, buzzsawed. I don't know how it did it. I think it's just because it's super discreet. It's the fact that it exploded is what baffles me. Because look at these echo tops. Whoops. Ooh. Oh. Oh. 51,000 feet. 46,000 feet. This is totally normal. We also have that severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, I'm not going to question it. For the Arkansas, Texas area. This is going to be for your Texarkana area, which has now left it. It's going to be allowed to expire 50 minutes. Looking at the fact they haven't continued it or added a new one yet, I'm assuming it's going to be removed. But right now, we're mainly watching this watch right now. We're going to mainly watch these couple storms develop here. We have this one right here. This one's interesting because it's going to be riding that boundary. Looks like there was a land spout earlier in Edinburgh, Canada. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Yes, tomorrow in Indianapolis we'll get a risk. I see tonight's slight risk. Let me look on the dock. Oh my god, SPC. Let me check. I haven't checked tomorrow. I'm gonna be. Oh wait, I know about tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Yeah, you guys are at a risk for some hail and some wind. This is your typical slight risk that you're gonna get around the summertime, where you have those good Cape Valleys. What's gonna end up essentially happening here is that you're gonna have a good environment for your very conditional hail and wind threats. You're gonna get a couple severe thunderstorms warnings, but unless you're in the Missouri, Iowa, or the Kansas area, and even Nebraska on the very far northern tip, you aren't really gonna get anything. There is a 2% over there, but other than that, you only have. I'll even plot it, I guess, for tomorrow. I guess for anyone else as well. Tomorrow isn't too insane. Also, it looks like we are seeing that storm weaken near the Booker Huntington area. Wow, that thing exploded and died immediately. But yeah, I mean, if you look at this, you see that 2%. It's not much of anything. Like, you got your Iowa area. Bang. Wow. Oh, bang. Move up closer. Look right here. Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska tip, and the Kansas area. But other than that, you really don't got much going on. Just a small 2%. You guys have wind and hail for that. Nothing too crazy to worry about. Won't be live tomorrow. Even if we get a 5% tomorrow, I won't be live. Maybe someone else will go live. We're a little bit busy tomorrow with me. I'm trying to pack, getting ready. We might have another storm developing. Bang! There we go. There's the main 5% risk. This is the storm. Hollis. Gold area near El Dorado. East Duke. I thought East Duke was just Duke. Okay. Well, there you go. You got a storm developing right there. I believe this is also a storm developing. You got blips forming now, boys. Woohoo! We got blips forming. I see people are popping in here. I mean, Minnesota's on the slight risk tomorrow. The SPC changed it a little bit. Oh! My brain is rotting. I apologize, Grace. Yes. Yes, there is. Woo! Staying awake, ladies and gentlemen. Drink water. By the way, to anyone who's curious, tomorrow we got a new video coming up. El Dorado compilation. We're a little bit late versus everyone else, but we're going to be dropping El Dorado. And El Dorado is going to get finished up. Whoa! Hey, webcam moved a little bit because my foot hit it, I mean. And that's going to be a really fun video. It's 13 minutes long. We have a trailer out right now with one of the clips from Dayton. The other clips will also be taken from Joshua. Excuse me. And that's going to be a fun little video. We had 2 chases out there. We had multiple chases out there, but Dayton and Josh were the main ones to get footage. You know, other chasers were following along with Josh, and other chasers following along with Dayton in the background. It was a fun little adventure that they had during their little chasecation that they did, with all the risks going on during that insane last couple weeks of May. So make sure you guys watch that. And then after that, a couple days later, we plan on releasing New London. Now, New London video, we took forever to finish it. If you don't know, New London was an EF2 that happened just near the New London Salem was just south of Davenport and near the Mount Pleasant area. And that tornado was an EF2, and that took forever. I am looking into it now. Spark Service answered. I thought I was Spark Service. Who knows? I'm looking into it now. I already looked into it. There's an upgrade for Minneapolis. All right. New storm developing. Right there. Bop. Bang. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Look, it's right there. Woo! Bop, bop, bop. Right there near Hollis. I can move myself. Look, above me. Oh, it looks terrible on the new scan. It's shy. It's shy. There's another storm. Maybe. There's that storm still that's struggling. There's that storm that's struggling. This storm's struggling to stay alive. It doesn't wanna. It's also literally stationary. So if you were in the hail core, you got pelted. Anyone in the Kelsey needs to seek shelter now. Rotation continues to show clear evidence indicating that earlier could still be on the ground. There was a tornado reported earlier. Hey! 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 Whoa! Hello. Wait a minute. We're going back. Huh? There's a tornado reported earlier? Where? It looks... rotation looks terrible now. But it looks like we had a tornado in the Alberta area. I think Alberta had an F4 last year. That was interesting. But hey, the fact that Canada weather has been more interesting today than the U.S. weather is a testament to what's happened this year. Crap. South Africa had a wedge today. Like, it was a probably strong to violent wedge today. I don't understand it. You may not understand it, but who cares? So it looks like this storm's going to be allowed to expire probably. New flood warning just given out, but this storm is clearly going past the zone. Whoa, that is not working. It is clearly going past its initial zone, and unless they extend the warning a little bit after it expires, that's clearly not. Wow, that's 5 hours old. This is newer. Wait, does that mean the other stuff's broken? Uh-oh. This better not be an issue if I end up staying live very long. No. Just precipitation depiction. Okay, crisis averted. But, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like there's much of anything going on with that. Maybe they might extend it for the wind. Maybe they just keep it at special weather statement. It's hard to tell right now, but we're monitoring just storms trying to fire. And these storms are taking generations to get going. Hey y'all, so would tomorrow be a small area you... So are you talking about me? So would it be a small area for the upgrade for tomorrow if they upgrade? If you're asking like upgrading tornado probs, no. I don't think they'll upgrade it. I can't like definitely say what the SPC wants, but I can definitely say this. It's not looking very good tomorrow to upgrade the conditional threat. But I will say they might upgrade the wind threat to a 15 sig. I don't think they're going to upgrade to a 30, obviously, but I think a 15 sig to the south might be in order. It's more of a MCS type scenario tomorrow that just has a very weak risk of tornadoes. So, yeah. If you guys are tuning in, I appreciate all the support. If you guys want to like, subscribe, that'd be cool. But I'm not going to, like, get on your butts about it. I think this is, like, the second time I saw it. Sorry, Drew. My brain is crazy. My brain is crazy, too, by the way, Grace. It's gone mad. I've been doing this live for 2 hours, and the most we've had so far is a Canada tornado. So, yeah, it's been a rough one. We've been waiting for storm development. Fun fact, I wasn't supposed to go live this early. I thought stars are going to develop way earlier, but then I was thinking Eastern Standard Time, not Central. Stars supposed to develop now. But the next 20 minutes, we're going to definitely see something. I don't think Minnesota will upgrade tomorrow. Minnesota won't upgrade. I'm thinking more south, though. Like, south outside of Minnesota. Like, I'm not Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota, Minneapolis. I think probably to the south, like Iowa, Kansas, Missouri area, we could see an upgrade of the wind threat from a 15 non-sig to a 15 sig. But I don't see anything else outside of that. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We apologize, it's been very boring lately. But we got blips going. And that means Although we aren't pulling many viewers, we do. Oh. Yeah, we do appreciate everyone who comes in. I know this isn't like your typical major stream that we get. I know we. But that's good. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I've been bored all day. I think I've got one good question. A conversation about scouting. You guys are awesome, though. It's been a good stream so far, for the most part, except for my dad popping in. That was annoying. But you guys have been awesome. We don't really got much of anything going on right now. We do have more storms developing, though. Like, we actually are starting to get going. We have a storm popping up here, here, here. We have this boundary hugger. We got this one right here. There's our 4 right here. We have this quickly weakening storm that is just dang near stationary. We have this blip that hasn't done a dang thing so far. And this outflow boundary forming. But I think I will upgrade for a tornado risk. I don't know if we'll go past 10. They might move more south, but I don't think we're going to get past 10. I don't think, not 10, I'm sorry, I don't think we're going to get past 2. The 2 tour, I don't think it's going to get upgraded, but where do you think storms would develop tomorrow? Actually, funny enough, I'm just going to plot out what I already plotted. Bop, 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 boom. Pow, bada bop, boop, bam. Alright, so storms would probably develop all the way up into. Whoa, I moved the overlay. My bad, boys. Storms would probably develop all the way up into the Minnesota area, but they'll move as far south as Oklahoma. But the 2% here is what's plotted out for tomorrow. The day 3 is a thunderstorm, which I believe is the first day 3 to have just a general thunderstorm risk. And literally since April, I think. No, February. I think February was the last time. Because March we had a lot of marginals as well. But they were all, it might have been March, but I digress. We do got that risk tomorrow. Something to watch out for. Nothing too insane to go off. But it's always something good to note and watch out for. Nothing going on right now, though. We're in a bit of a waiting game. I'm going to switch back over the GR2. There's that storm that's dying off. Those are other storms that are forming. There's more storms forming, and that's the gist of it. There's your flash floods. We do got a report here. Report from MPing. Street roads flooding. Street road closed. Vehicle stranded. Woo! That was a pretty bad flooding. So that looks like they did actually extend that severe thunderstorm warning. And it looks like 60 mile per hour gusts and nickel-sized hail. So they extend it. Expect damage to roof sidings and trees. Fun. Absolutely fun. Cars left stranded. That sucks. That's a rough one right there. Yeah. So we're in a bit of a waiting period right now. And I apologize to everyone who has been just kind of bored waiting and all that. But I hope you guys know that you guys are supporting the channel by watching. And over the like early next week, I heard from the National and Storm Prediction Center that the High Plains event will happen. No, I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to go check Pivotal Weather for you guys. And I'm going to be completely honest. From what I've checked, no. I don't think there's really going to be much of anything this week. Like for this week, all the way up until the end, into the weekend. But I think maybe the week after, maybe. But it's hard to say 2 weeks out at that point. Next week, well, this week doesn't look too crazy. You might have something going on, you know. You might have something going on in Texas on the 4th. Tomorrow, of course, within the EU, you might have, stuff going on the 5th. It's really hard to tell. Like, if you look at a map out plot of what's happening this week, like, if you look at models, I think the only thing to really watch out for is going to be the 5th for the Iowa area. I think that's going to be the one to watch out for. But we are currently waiting for more storms to develop. We do got some storms already firing off in the Texas Panhandle, which will be going into that better effective area of good juices for some storms to develop. I apologize if I've yawned a lot. I have been tired. It has been hard work running this. But I'm here for you guys. We got that 5 tour going on. And I'm trying to see here. It looks like that 5 tour, they aren't going to drop a tornado watch. This is it. Which likely means they think that this event's downgraded a lot. But I'm holding out. That 20 STP, there's something should be going. It does look like SCP, I'm sorry, not STP. Supercell composite parameter. Well, supercell composite, so it'd be SC, whatever. And then STP, we're getting up to 3 to 5. Effective layer is up to 5. Why is the VTP up to 14? That means it's just broken. Alright. But yeah, it definitely looks like that's going to be the case. The significant hail is up to a 3 right now, which is the own parameters for that. I bet you didn't know that we have parameters for significant hail. And we also have large hail parameters. Welcome to the SPC, where you get random ones. We got large hail parameters. And we also got derecho composite, which really is terrible. I don't like derecho composite. We got a boundary, a surface, cape, and we're just waiting right now. It's a long waiting game. We do have another severe, though, plotted for the Greenville area, just to the east of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Probably just going to be some basic stuff. I don't know if you guys can see it on stream. I don't think you can. Ooh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fix something for you guys so you guys can see. I apologize, everybody. I cannot fix it where you guys can see the GR2 warning text. But it does say that it's moving really fast. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and core size hail. That is your basic watch. It does look like quarter size hail fell in Booker, but we got no reports in Huntoon, which is like a town of 50 people. Booker is a town of, Booker has a population of even more. So obviously, from the looks of it, nothing too crazy has been going on. Just quarter size hail reporting. And just to the north, we still have those special weather statements, so they don't show up on GR2. And we do have those flash flood warnings. So watch out for those. It doesn't look to be much of anything now. In fact, probably all the special weather statements have expired. There's one special weather statement just to the south over here. And it's for this right here. But other than that, that is it. We are pretty much done with that. That is a waste of a 2%, you know? We're on the waiting game now. Make sure if you guys are supporting the channel, I'm going to say this again. I said it before and I'll say it again. According to the Colorado State model, it says 5% chance of tornadoes in eastern Minnesota. And see, I don't know. Drew, I'm gonna say this because I'm going to I will say, in generality, when it comes to the CSU model, I have opinions to say that I don't like it. And I think I have a great opinion in saying that. I don't think it's the greatest model in the world. And I'm not afraid to say that. So I think in general, that's the worst case scenario, which is a good worst case scenario, 5%. But the best scenario scientifically would probably be a 2%. Also, I don't know if the CSU goes anywhere. I think it probably would be, yeah. That's probably the lowest it can go. We go over here, back to Edmonton. I'm going to check this out off screen real quick. Ooh. It does not look very good. Thought I did. Realized it was contamination. So now, we're in a lull again. We're in that lull where you aren't really getting much of anything going on. But, again, if you guys want to support the channel, liking and subscribing to we aren't necessarily saying, go give us your money. Please do it. Liking and subscribing is all we need. That is generally the best case scenario for us, because that gets us out there, helps us with the warning process. We typically are a little bit more, we're typically live earlier than other live streamers, and that's typically because of, the fact that they don't typically go live for the small stuff. We try to go live for the small stuff. And we just want to say another way to support us, we're trying to make sure everyone gets the message of what we feel and what's going to happen with hurricane season. We have a new video out. The video is called Why This Hurricane Season Could Be the Worst Yet. And I think it's a really good watch. It's about 5 minutes long, so it isn't going to take up most of your day. But I think in general, it's a really good video. You just got to go through the dashboard. You just got to press on our channel link. You don't even have to necessarily subscribe to us. You just gotta watch the video. We don't have ads on, so it's just a quick, simple watch. You don't need to go through 30 seconds worth of ads. It will be worth it, I promise you. We've been trying. I think it's one of our best videos we've done so far. And then, of course, we have El Dorado coming out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. and then we're going to go back to Salem for a video that we haven't released in ever. It's been forever since we've even worked on it. We've been waiting to get some footage from our buddy Josh, who was also at El Dorado, like we said. And then we're going to be getting back into our main roots. We're going back to some documentaries. When are we going to make some documentaries? I'm not going to tell you which ones we're going to do yet. I will say hurricane season, tornado season is coming to a close. We got some new stuff coming out with that. We got some interesting storms also for coming up, that some anniversaries. We got some very interesting anniversaries coming up to this year and next year, so you'll have to look back at those, and yeah, it's definitely very interesting. I think you guys would like it. But yeah, thanks, Pack, for the words. You got better words than what I said. What I said was basically bleh. Also, I'm getting the sniffles, so I will give you guys a heads up. If this cold that I got right now, by the way, gets absolutely just like, I get absolutely just hammered in the next like hour, and nothing's happening within the next hour, because storm development is going to be starting right now. We are officially hitting 7 p.m., which is going to be 6 p.m. Texas. In Texas, right now, we should be getting storm development. We haven't really gotten storm development. We've gotten blips. But in the next hour, if nothing develops, or the next hour and a half or nothing develops, we'll end the live. Because at that point, then it shows that the environment just wasn't good enough to form, which is horse. But June 14, 2014. That is true. But we aren't making that. I wish we could. But you know how much effort it takes, Drew, to get the documentary going? I just started working on the strip for 2 documentaries. Well, I'll say which ones they are. Absolutely not. I love Pilger, though. I think Pilger's one of my favorite tornadoes. I think it's like top 10 favorite of all time. Well, tornadoes. One of my favorite storms. I think it's a better way to say one of my favorite storms. That one was fun to see. But in the terms of it, I'm not going to say. It takes a lot to get documentaries fit. I think me and Dane have said we're just going to work on them. I'm not really going to say when we're going to get fully going. Like, in general, I'll say we'll get, like, within now and the end of, within between, I'll say this, nothing is coming out this June. So between July and December, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 coming out. When will they happen? We will never tell you. All we'll tell you is that will happen on significant dates of when something happens. Not necessarily anniversaries. Significant dates. It literally could be anything. It could be Irma, Maria, Kentucky tornado outbreak in December. It could be Ian. It could be Harvey, for all we care. It could be this massive tornado out. I'm trying to think of anything. It could literally happen anytime. Next year, we could cover 2011 tornado outbreak. We could cover the May 24th tornado outbreak. We could cover Pilger at some point next year. It could be any point. All we're saying is that it's going to make you guys engaged, and we're going to go back to our roots and do that. So it literally could be any time. I could have said we could be doing one right now that we did, but yeah, make sure you guys are following along with that. And any of our videos, by the way, we put a lot of effort into our videos. I mean, I told you, and I'll tell you again, because I'm going to be an absolute, I'm going to shill the crap out of it. The hurricane video took a holy while, bro. That took a minute to release. In the end, it was great. Great video. It was a fantastic video. The next one that's coming up is 13 minutes long. So if you think that that 5-minute video was too much and you couldn't watch the whole thing of it, get buckled up for El Dorado. Would you cover the Hurricane Katrina, like for the 25th anniversary that happens? Maybe. Again, everything's up in the air. You also got to know we gotta decide. Oh, new weather alert. Hey, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Texas, which I believe is a continuation. No, I got a weather alert from my phone from a storm that happened way too long ago. Okay. Ooh, I about broke that. I'm not having a good time with my equipment underneath, but yeah, we're just gonna wait out. And it looks like this storm is going to die off slowly. You can see it's probably going to be allowed to expire. It is still stationary, by the way. At this point, I won't be surprised if they issue a flood warning, because there has to be so much rain falling down in that area. We got some severe thunderstorm warnings, though, near the Mobile area. We have one just literally bombing at Mobile, just going straight south. It's got something fun in it, but it's nothing crazy. Is that an outflow boundary? If that attaches to it and does something, I'm going to scream. And we have something going on over here. Are these all going south? It might be. This one's going south, and these ones are going north. You know what? I don't question the weather. I only accept what the weather is. And this doesn't look very good. So there's not really a point to watch out. We do have that major one that's heading for Shreveport. Is the wind risk at 60 miles per hour is observed now. Ooh, it's observed. It looks like, though... It is. Okay. Reports of multiple... oh, okay. Here we go. Reports of multiple trees down across the north part of the country. Or the county. We do have a flash flood here. I think... reports of flooding along the highway with stalled cars via picture on social media. And that's for the Texarkana area. Interesting. Yeah, there is a continuation severe thunderstorm warning. And that's for that. So it's kind of moved near Parrington. It's moving at a very crisp, like 5 miles per hour. I was actually curious. It's moving south at 10 miles per hour. That is crisp, fast of everything. Yeah. To answer your question, Drew, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'm thinking of more of what's coming up closer than Katrina. On the bright side for us, Katrina 25th anniversary isn't for a year from now. Year and 2 months. But I definitely guarantee you, we'll put the thought into it. Excuse me. We might cover more fun things in the future. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Sorry, I am checking something real quick for you guys. Check the Mesoscale analysis one more time. And I think we're just going to kind of just ramble a little bit. I'm going to go any questions. Literally anything. It doesn't have to be from Drew all the time. I love you, Drew. But I need more questions from people. I love interaction to everyone. We will take any questions. It doesn't take much to chat. But, yeah. But yeah, we'll just wait. It is a long waiting game. While you guys are waiting, though, if you guys want to support the channel, well, yeah, it would be the 20th. Pac does got a point. I'm so tired, dude. It would be the 20th. It would be the 20th anniversary. You make an excellent point. Hello, everybody who is here. We do have a 5% for some tornadoes being possible. Storms have been very iffy and shy to develop. We've had some storm developments over to the Texas Panhandle area, which does have a severe thunderstorm watch that I cannot plot on here, but I can like maybe let me see. I'm just this is gonna be really quick. Oh, I cannot. Okay, it's like plotted from down to here. I guess. Okay. Well, that's besides the point. So, we got this storm over in Parrington. It ain't doing so hot right now. Definitely looks like it's gonna die out very soon. That's our most significant storm so far today, besides Canada. I'm not even lying, too. Canada. There is a severe thunderstorm warning over here. Not much of anything going on with that. We also have, like I said, severe thunderstorm warning for over here. Not much of that. But Canada. They finally put a severe thunderstorm warning on this. It had a tornado report on earlier, too. I don't know what they were doing. It had a tornado report on this storm for some past rotation. I'm not even joking. Look at that. I mean, there could have... It doesn't look like there's much really any CC, but Lord have mercy. You understand how goofy that is? Also, ignore Canada's really terrible radar. It absolutely sucks. Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. We're just going to go back here to our dying little friend. You can literally see it's basically been stationary. It's just started moving south. You can see those storms try to develop and die out and grow, and you know, it's been a very long waiting period. It does look like we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for South Dakota. That's an interesting one. So South Dakota. I'll be darned. You're joking, right? Oh, hey! It's in terrible radar coverage, but hey! So, near Bison. Small town of Bison. Heading for Shadeville? White Butte. Lemon. Thunderhawk. Those are some cool names. Those are actually some wildly cool names. Yeah, hey, look at you go. Probably got a nice hail core to it. Yeah, there you go. Good echo tops. Echo tops reaching up to 42,000 feet. It's not bad. Oh. Well, aren't you... Isn't it just lovely? It's actually cooking. Really hard. We're currently waiting, though, right now. So, make sure if you guys... It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as much. Viewers will experience buffering. Okay. Stream is good. We're all good. I apologize, everybody. Looks like we had a bit of a lull right there. My apologies. So, you guys are tuning in. We do have a 5% tornado risk that hasn't done anything. In fact, I will go out to say it sucked. This thing has done nothing. It's actually been really terrible. Storm development should have been happening. Hasn't, though. If storms don't fire in the next then we'll probably end it. And it's just been really annoying. There we go. I made a message. So, we'll keep on going live as long as we can. I'm going to send a message. We will be live. There you go. We're going to pin that. So we're going to be live as long as we possibly can. But if anything happens and we just feel like there's something that goes on, we'll end the stream just a wee bit early. But make sure you guys are still supporting us. If you guys want to like and subscribe, we do not mind. But I'm not really going to shill that out. Okay, I'm gonna leave all that behind. I'm done doing the whole shilling thing for a bit. Pac will probably go down into the channel below and say everything about what he wants. But what I do want to shill is the new video that we watched. There is a new video out that we did. It's the hurricane video. If you guys want to go watch that, please, I implore you to watch it. It is one of our best videos that we've done. I'd argue the best. And then we have El Dorado coming out tomorrow. This stream, once it ends, will actually redirect you to El Dorado, where you'll watch the trailer. It's a 30-second trailer. I implore you to watch it. It's going to show an awesome clip of El Dorado. If you don't like the trailer and you suddenly believe that all the footage is just going to suck, don't watch it then. But we'll be live as long as we can. If nothing fires, though, we're going to end. I think there is some things firing now. It looks like we're finally starting to get to a period where the lull's going to end. We got something going on near Hollis again, and something near Ashtola and Clarendon. And it looks like we had 1 inch hail reported from Emping quarter, 1 inch. That Parrington storm is trying to keep going. Echo tops are up to 42,000 feet. It's barely weakened. New scan 43.3 thousand. It's got a hail core to it. How is it still alive? Only God knows. Wow. I mean, yeah, this was this storm has been very meh so far. Very meh. I apologize if it's been very boring. But if you guys want to support, we love it. We're currently live right now. I see a big spike of viewers. We're currently live for a 5% tornado risk. That's starting to fire now. We have some storms developing over the Nahales area and near the Clarendon and the Howardwick area. We have a big 5%. They'll probably span over here near the Frederick area, Wichita Falls, Lawton, Altus, Vernon, Crawwell. You get the idea. We got that storm. Looks like it's trying to do something now. So this is going to be your main risk. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning going on over here in a couple couple more over here. Nothing much of anything to know for. We do have a severe thunderstorm risk going on in the middle of bum nowhere of South Dakota, but we're mostly going to focus on here. We do have a storm over here that's been producing 1 inch to 1.5 inch up to 2 inch hail from another report that's not on here. But yeah, that's basically what we've been doing so far. We love everyone who comes here to support us. We'll be here. If you have any questions, ask me. I will answer all the questions I possibly can. If you guys want to ask me any questions, ask in the chat. If you guys are curious about your area, are you going to be in an issue? Any issues involving next week? Next week is looking very boring to possibly interesting on some days. This week's looks a little bit iffy. Day 3 doesn't look that great. Tomorrow we have a 2% risk. If you want to ask any questions about that, any possible chance of an upgrade. If you want to ask any questions about are you going to be in danger for all we care? Just make sure you guys are asking the questions that I can answer. That's the goal. Our goal with this channel is that we're small enough that we're able to give you that one-on-one. And our goal in the future is that once we become a bigger channel, we still want to give you those one-on-one questions. So we're going to have more people. Typically, we have more people on a live. But right now, I've been soloing for today because I'm pretty much the only one available for this 5%. But usually we'll have people like Hunter, Pack, and Mason on to really give you the details and really answer as many questions as possible. But if you have any questions, make sure you ask. We'll be answering any of them possible. Again, we got that severe thunderstorm warning that hasn't done anything. Really, it's basically been stationary, like full talk. That's all of its movements. If you go back even further, if I go to radar scope, I'll even turn off my camera because I'm too lazy. You gotta take a look at this. It's moving at like 10 miles per hour. Absolutely ugly. Just mess. It's just a blob. Like, I believe this risk is only quarter-size hail possible. Yep. Storm's in a terrible area. You can see the outflow boundary. Pretty much anything between here and here, bang, buzzsaw. I don't know why they put this here, but apparently they were smart because that happened. We got storms firing here and here. You can actually see the struggle some of these storms have had in the past. They've died out, formed. This one's formed, but it hasn't died out yet. So we've actually gotten pretty good luck so far. And if we go over Frederick, we can see once again, if we press on the press play, you can see our struggles here with over here near the Hollis area. We've had a couple blips, actually 3 blips. Now this one's become a healthier storm. So a lot healthier storm. Both of these are healthy. Healthier. 2 blips. We're waiting to see if anything comes from them. We're going to move this back up. We're going to move you back up here. We're cooking now. We're starting to see more storm development, more rapid storm development, and that's going to be because of the strong surface cape and mixed layer cape that's been going on between the border. We've been showing the mesoscale analysis before. You can go back into the stream to watch that. We've been showing and seeing that the storms have been in that good condition. Around here we have 20 STP. Not STP, I'm sorry. Wow, I lied. Sorry, 20 supercell composite, which just shows that the conditions are favorable. Good effective bulk shear on it, on the area. Now, the actual STP, which is significant tornado parameter, has been around 2, 3, 4, 5, which is okay. This is a conditional risk, so you got to hold out hope. And, you know, yesterday was a good example. Hold out hope and you're going to get something. Reed Timmer and a bunch of other people got really great footage yesterday, and it was definitely worth it for them. So you just got to watch out and see what happens. Anyone who's here, though, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Not really going to talk much about that, though. We're going to get back into the weather here. We got that severe thunderstorm warnings over here. And quickly go over here. Nothing much, but 2-inch hail was reported. Reports of large hail north of Shangaloo. This is going to be for the fire department rescue. Interesting. Interesting. It's actually really interesting. $half size hail now, which I believe is 1.25 inch hail. Of course, we did see the reports of multiple trees down across the North Country. So I don't believe there's any... okay, wait, this one looks new. Reports of flooding on the main street in Atlanta, Texas via picture. And then, of course, we had the Texarkana area, which reported of people getting out of cars. We have a risk over here in Mississippi. Nothing too crazy. It's right over the Brookhaven area. Very, very interesting. It's taking a minute to download. Download. There you go. Good echo tops on it. Whoa, great echo tops. Nothing much to going with that. I believe it's just $half. No, quarter size hail. And then again, last but not least, we do have this severe thunderstorm warning with 70 mile per hour winds and ping pong size hail, which is now upgraded a bit. That's 1.5 inch hail. 1.25 inch hail is $half. It's weird, stuff like that. It's moving at 10 miles per hour. 70 mile per hour wind gusts, though. It is considerable again. It actually has gotten stronger. It's very interesting. Any thoughts on Wellington, Texas? Hello, Erica. Let me take a look. Let me take a look at Wellington, Texas. I gotta look it up on the map. I'm going to assume... No, not Wellington, Ohio. That's... Let me see here. I believe Wellington, Texas is right by Dallas-Fort Worth, but I'm going to assume wrong. Absolutely not. I was completely wrong. I lied. I am terrible at my geography. Well, oh, I see where that is. It's right off the Panhandle. Oh, hello. All right, so if you're in Wellington, I believe you're in that 5%. You're in the better area for storms. If I go to SPC real quick. Yes, you are. So, you are in a 5% right now. So, this area, actually, I'm actually going to plot this on Radar Scope, because it's just easier, because Radar Scope has the drawing tool. I know that's really basic for some people. But if you go to, let me just make sure, yep, it's working. So, if you go over to Wellington, which is right around here, right. So, you're in a big 5%. This 5% stretched out for the Lawton area all the way down to this tip, all the way up to here. So that's about the extent of where that 5% is. It goes a little bit more into Wichita area, but I digress. So with that, you're going to have a chance for some storms. They could produce some tornadoes. I wouldn't say too much of a chance because you are barely in that 5%. But if you look here, you already have storms developing, actually. This one's going to just stave off from you. But if you look at the storm tracks, or they have some, you can see this one's making its way towards Wellington, and this one will likely make it just south towards Shamrock. So these are going more southerly. This one's going a little bit more northernly. But that's something to watch out for. I would watch out for this storm right over here to make a little bit of a beeline for Wellington. Be weather aware for that. I wouldn't say too much of it right now, but it's been our best storm to develop so far. Minus the one over here, which is acting real goofy and moving south, and yeah, it's actually weird. And to people over here to the north, you got more storms developing here. But I can even show you how quickly this storm has quickly sprouted up. And this is what's been a little bit concerning, but I wouldn't be too crazy. Just be weather aware. You can see how quickly that's popped up. You can see where some storms have tried, failed, and then bang, that comes out of nowhere. So, something to be weather aware if you're in the Wellington area. Rotation on storm next to Dallas. I want to get your hopes up just yet. I'll take a look at the Dallas one. That was the severe storm earlier that didn't look too impressive. If you look here, it's not really. Like, you can tell there might be. And I could just be absolutely crapping the bucket. But you have to know about all this is that it's in a really bad radar coverage right now. It's just also in a really bad area. I don't doubt that there's rotation there. There's a good chance. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. There's probably rotation, but it's broader than you think. And it's not really looking like it's trying to do much. I mean, even if I go to correlation coefficient, yeah. Be weather aware, though. If you're in Quinlan, Hawk Clove, an area, watch out for that. But yeah. So the person over in Wellington, be weather aware. Just be aware. You are in that severe thunderstorm watch, but you barely are. Like, barely. Like, bare bones, you're barely in it. If any storms develop in this area, unless this storm quickly explodes, like it quickly expands, a lot of these storms here are going to quickly move a southerly turn. I can probably plot that better. A more southerly turn and likely be past you by then. You likely not get anything until around maybe here. And it'll pass you. But again, be weather aware. Just in case. Just in case. Oh, this is a warning that looks like my video is having a brain rot moment. So just be careful in case it buffers a bit. But we're going to actually quickly pivot. I know not all of you are going to be happy about this. We're going to pivot over here for about 5 whole seconds on Canada. Because Canada has done more interesting things than 99% of y'all so far. So deal with it. Look, it's actually terrible. It was way better earlier. There was a tornado report in Canada, which means Canada has superiorly outlasted all of us so far. There's another severe thunderstorm warning over in this area. And from what I looked at it, it's not good. It's also in terrible radar coverage. Hey, look, not that good. These are somehow mildly better. Actually, these aren't terrible. These are interesting. I watch out for these ones. But yeah, we are covering the 5%. We're also covering the 2%. We're also covering over here, which has now a severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be that 2% in the Wisconsin and Illinois area, which is mainly from what I saw on Models Kills yesterday. And it's already starting to become that. But nothing too crazy to scream much, but it is tornado possible. So be weather aware. If you're in the Janesville, I'm going to name as much as I can. Footville, Oxfordville, town of Newark, Belliot, town of Turtle, Clinton, Johnstown, Richmond, Janesville, Fulman, Edgerton. I love Edgerton. Sounds like a cool name. Koshkonong. Whoa. Koshkonong. I hope I said that right before I get absolutely crapped on. Cold Spring, Whitewater, Milton, anyone off the highway. Make sure you're weather aware. That's all I'm saying. And make sure you're weather aware if you're over here, because I'm guessing this stuff's going to extend all the way into the Rockford area. But storms are starting to fire now. We're in the period now where we can finally say, hey, stuff's starting to go. Of course, we have the severe that is still going on. Nothing too much to be worried about. I don't think there's any rotation on it. Not much of a KLCS threat.
New tornado warning has been issued.
We did it. Wait, what? Texas? Did they actually do it? Did they do it? So tornado warning has been issued. And is it for this? It might be. Oh, you son of a gun. Yes, it has. So there was rotation. To the guy who told me rotation earlier and I said it didn't look that great, I lied to you. I apologize. We have a tornado warning. It was so warm and humid today, and now there's a cool breeze coming from the west. Yeah, that's usually how it happens. So yeah, wow. So there is a tornado warning in effect for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's just to the east of it. So Hawk Cove, West Tawakona, East Tawakona, all that area. Be very aware. Make sure you're in your safe place. It's going to be really, really hard to tell if it's going to be on the ground. It's just in such terrible, I don't know what's going on with Dallas-Fort Worth radar. I know it's far away, but holy bejesus. That is some contamination of all time. Like, that is some actually awful contamination. So be weather aware. Be known that there is a chance for a tornado to happen in this area. The chance is lower, and you are in the 2%. I know someone has asked about the Dallas area. You are in the 2%. And I know a lot of y'all probably out there are preparing because of the floods already, but there is decent NRA on that. Likely showing there's a chance of a tornado being on this. There's a chance. Here's your good NRA. You can tell it doesn't go up very high. Now we go to Ecotops. Those are topping out at 60,000 feet. Wow. So if you guys are in this area, make sure you guys are definitely aware. This will be mostly going over a river for a bit. So other than the West Tawakana area and the East Tawakana area, you mostly just got to watch out. If you're in Quinlan, it's pretty much past you now. The rotation is just staved off. It's to your south. New scan comes in. NRA isn't that strong. So, first tornado warning of the day. We've had something interesting happening, and it's actually... I'm losing it, guys. We did it. After all this time, we did it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was very interesting. So yeah, so tornado warning, first one of the day. I see we're getting. Oh wow, I appreciate the donation, Erica. I appreciate the donation. We will definitely help us out. We got a lot going out with that. We appreciate it. We appreciate it a lot. So yeah, we're going to be looking out for the next couple hours. So it looks like we do have stuff starting to happen now. We do have that tornado warning, like I said. So I'm not going to leave off yet. I'm probably going to delete that message now. I'm going to remove that message because it looks like stuff's going to happen. I apologize. So it looks like we're having really poor connection. So I'm going to see what's the problem with that. I might have fixed it. So I apologize. It's got really good NROT to it, though. It's not letting me play, though. It's not letting me play back, though, which is very annoying. So, yeah. So, currently right now, no CC on it. New scan comes in showing there isn't CC on it. And new scan showing NROT isn't as good now. But, again, you must be weather aware. You have to be aware that there is a tornado threat. Yes, the contamination sucks. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to know if there's going to be a tornado on the ground this likely. Our only way of knowing is going to be from... okay, we fixed it now. It should be good. I apologize. I pressed start recording on OBS, and for some reason it lagged out the stream. But yeah, we still have that tornado warning. So make sure you guys are aware of that. Again, we're going to have storms start developing over to the west. We got that one over in Clarendon that is absolutely kicking it now. That's the one that was going to affect Wellington. Whoa, that one's exceptionally gone. Okay, so that is going to be one to watch out for. And it does have a special weather statement on it now. So that special weather statement, it might just stay to the south of Wellington. You might be lucky there. You might be lucky there, Erica. So, yeah, if you... man, it's been... we're actually getting stuff going, rolling now. I'm going to get a little bit more energetic now. Woohoo! So, we also have this storm over here to the north that might actually go a special weather statement as well on it soon. So these storms are mainly going to be your elevated hailers, while this one to the south and this one forming here is going to be your tornado threat, and this one here too, near the Frederick area, including this one, is also going to be your tornado threat. Moving south, it might kind of do this weird curve though. Storms like to do that. I could actually probably check storm tracks for you. It's kinda. For some reason, it keeps on going east. But on the models, it was showing it's going to go south. So we're going to see. It's either going to go east or south. Be weather aware. But again, we have a tornado warning in effect. Looks like we're getting less terrible radar coverage as a contamination wise, and it doesn't look very good. They might allow it to expire, honestly, eventually. It's got very broad rotation. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. It isn't 100% the best. But yeah, I mean, we're currently in that lull still a little bit. Like, we got this tornado warning going, right? But it's not doing much of anything. And I apologize. I didn't show the tornado warning. But yeah, it's in populated areas. I mean, Hawk Cove is definitely nothing to sneeze at when it comes to its population. So people need to be aware. As it goes over the lake and all that, makes it all the way over to the east side, heading over to Emory area, which is another populated area. So definitely something to watch out for. But yeah. It's been a very boring stream, but now we're gonna start kicking it now. So, did I press start recording again? Saying that we're gonna have issues. Oh, I got a ping for Mesoscale discussion. Let me see what's going up. All right, go save image. Go to save image. There we go. Give me 1 second. I know we do have a tornado warning going on, but I'm going to quickly pivot over to this. I'm sorry. I moved over the overlay again. Oh, I need to stop doing that. Hey, new alert. Hey, we have a new severe. But yeah, if you look right here, we do have a mesoscale discussion for isolated wind damage threat that will likely continue over the next for several more hours. So that's going to be the that squall line that's going to be pushing south. This is for that severe thunderstorm watch right now. You can see the good MLK. You can also actually kind of see that stuff I was talking about, which is the good Cape up to the north. You can see that little push. Whoa, speaking of push, I pushed the camera. New weather alert. Hey, we're getting new severe thunderstorm warnings going up by every minute. So we're going to end this. This is just the basic stuff to talk about. But yeah, we do got that severe going on in the tornado warning, which didn't do much. Oh, hey, look. That's the severe for that storm that I talked about, saying, hey, listen here, that might go that or the other way. And that one might go severe too in Clarington. So watch out for that. But, again, if you look over here, ba-ba boing, we got a severe going on. And that's going to be for some hail, I believe, and some other storms. I'm going to see here. I think it's just for hail. I think no, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half down. So these storms have already showed an overperforming wind threat. We're maxing out the wind probabilities, and we aren't even going into the main zone yet. And again, we still have that severe up near Parrington, which has barely done anything. It's moved like at snail's pace, moving at 10 miles per hour. See how fast this one's moving. Wow, moving east at 10 miles per hour. Wow. Okay, this is going to be a long night if these are going to be moving at absolute snail's pace. So actually what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to move this over into the NROT so you guys can see if there's ever going to be a tornado on this. And I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be back in a sec. Give me one moment, guys. I'm back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I think that warning expired. Yeah, it did. It definitely did. So, nothing amounted to much of anything. And I don't actually believe we've really had much change other than the fact that This sucker is still tornado. Well, this one's been canceled. This one over here. And these ones, I believe, are still going. No tornado possible on them. And I believe all of this has just become now one big warning. I think that's the difference we've had so far. So it looks like the wind threat has kicked up on all of this. That's why they've therefore added a severe thunderstorm warning on pretty much the entire squall. I'm not even pretty much. I'm pretty sure they did for every single one of it. But I am back now, so I do, excuse me, apologize. Man's got to use the restroom. But, wow, that is really slow. I apologize. This thing is not downloading. I might have to use... whenever it wants to download, I think... Okay. So... yeah, as you can tell, the entire squall line has essentially been given the big old treatment of the severe thunderstorm warning for all of them, and I believe all of them are 60s, except for one. I think one's got a 70 on it. I think it's on the far northern tip. No, all 60 mile per hour winds, and respectfully, all of them is between 1 inch hail or under. You do still have a tour possible, by the way, for this one, which was allowed to expire the tornado warning. So obviously they're going to keep the tornado possible on it. And over here in the Panhandle, we're still waiting on storms to develop. We are still waiting on stuff to really get going. I was a bit excited earlier over the fact we actually had something interesting. But we're mainly watching that Clarendon one. I think that Clarendon one can really do something. That's the one that was heading towards Wellington that we talked about earlier. Is this one. It's riding the boundary. It really wants to do it, I think. It's got a special weather statement. Not for long. Not for long it doesn't, because that thing definitely got strong enough winds. Oh! I stared at radar scope instead of GR2, and it immediately goes. Guys, I'm a genius. Quarter size hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. It is moving though at snail's pace. Like, this entire line of storms is moving at snail's pace. It might get really... it might be a long day if one touches down and keeps on cooking. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, these storms are not moving that fast. And this one, I believe, is moving at 15, they said? Nope, 10. And this one is moving at probably 10. You can't see it, but I can. 10. So all these storms are moving at 10 miles per hour. And it's going to be like that for a bit. I believe when they're going to pick up a little bit of speed. Maybe. But I don't think they're going to really go that long. The hard deadline for this stream is probably gonna be yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like it's gonna be very much a lull for a bit. It doesn't look like much is happening right now. I apologize if the stream gets a little bit boring every once in a while. We're not seeing much of anything. But hey, if you guys want to see something, though, and get a little bit more fun while we're waiting for stuff to happen, we do have of course, the hurricane forecast video. That's been out for a little bit. If you guys want to go watch that, we appreciate it, right? Because that's a quick 5-minute video. You guys want to just leave the stream real quick, 5-minute video, instantly, bang, bang, boom, bop. We absolutely implore you guys to do it. And it's nothing too crazy, just a simple little video that's going to tell you about what's going to be interesting about the hurricane season, how this could be one of the more historic or worst ones. I mean, red flags have been everywhere about it lately. But besides that, go watch our content if you feel a little bit bored. We encourage you that if you guys want to go support us, you can always like and subscribe the stream. We appreciate it. So much more than you'd ever know. We're just basically in this lull right now where we just I don't know what's gonna really come right now. We mainly just are watching these severe thunderstorm warnings that have been going on in the Panhandle that could do something eventually, especially the one near Clarendon and especially the one near the Four-Way and the Batista area. Interesting names, but Four-Way, isn't that the Four-Way, boys? We got the Four-Way style chili spaghetti from Skyline. Absolutely terrible, but yeah, I mean, definitely an interesting. But yeah, if you guys want to support, we'd absolutely appreciate it. But right now, we're in a bit of a lull still. We're at a waiting game. And I know waiting games could suck, but we got content for you guys. Do not worry. We got content for you guys to keep you guys entertained. So if you guys want to do that, we appreciate it. Tomorrow, we're releasing El Dorado as it happened. It's a video that's going to consist of what was happening during El Dorado, everything about it. So we encourage you guys to go watch that as well tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you go, when the stream ends, it's going to redirect you directly to the trailer for that El Dorado stream. Absolutely fun. We would appreciate you guys if you go support us. Appreciate you guys if you go support everything that we can, especially the hurricane video. So yeah, we appreciate anything. This has been a great time. We've been having a lot of fun. Summertime's around, summer's in the air. We're just having a good time. So yeah, make sure you guys are enjoying yourselves right now. I hope you guys are. I'm sorry if the stream's been a little bit lackluster, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask us. We accept any questions of any kind, in fact, so feel free to get us to the hard nitty-gritty questions that we beg you guys, like, please do not be afraid to ask us any questions. We are here, and with us being in such a period of lull where, you know, we're not really going to get much of anything going, appreciate the support by just asking me a question for my sanity. But yeah, so we're going to see but yeah, so apologize, a little bit quiet for a second, but we're back real quick. Got a 5% going on right now. We got something going on in Clarendon that is looking goofier by the minute. Echo tops are popping out all the way up in the 41,000 feet. The one just to its other side are popping off. Both these storms are popping out about 40,000 feet. I don't even know what this thing's going on anymore. It looks like law enforcement reported 0.75 inch hail. Whoa, it's basically dead. So it looks like the one near Lord and Parrington is pretty much dead. Farnsworth is a crazy name. You can see all the farmers' circle crops. Whoa. But, yeah, we're mostly watching this one near Clarendon. And we're watching the one near Four-Way. We do got stuff that was developing near Altus in the Hollis area, though I don't...
New tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued for... Wow, South Dakota did it. South Dakota. Round of applause. I don't know if it was really a round of applause. You guys did it. I looked at that one and went, yeah, it looks a little bit interesting. But South Dakota. You darn diggity son of a guns. One inch hail was reported by a trained spotter. So, a tornado warning was issued. I'm going to go over to radar scope. Maybe that will actually show a better picture. So, a tornado warning for South Dakota? That's what I saw. Yeah. South Dakota right here. It is in an absolutely horrendous radar location. I see where it is, though. Look at that right there. So, if you're in Shade Hill, which is where it will be affecting, it's heading straight for the Shade Hill area, you need to be in a safe place. There is a possible chance for a tornado in this. And it looks pretty good. And we got a new mesoscale discussion now. Imagine being a Steelers fan. Thank you for telling me that. This is literally up there. This is up there. So you guys don't see my last name. Because my last name's on it. That's a little bit way. So, we have a new severe thunderstorm watch. And I'm waiting to see if I can pull it up. Okay. So, this is going to be for the Mississippi area. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm watch, so I'm going to pull up in just a second. We do have a tornado warning, like I said. If you were in Shade Hill, which is not showing up because it's such a low population on radar scope, but it's right here, it's coming straight for you. There is rotation on it, and it is coming for you. So you need to be in a safe place. If I go to upper tilts, it's got good upper levels. Not the highest, but it's got good rotation on tilt 1 and tilt 2. So I'd be in a safe place, just in case. It doesn't look like it's going to last forever, but it did have a tornado warning. I looked at them earlier and said they don't look that great, but watch it happens. But here we are. Tornado possible still going on for Madison. Near the Madison area, for Wisconsin. Oh, hello. So, looks like we might have a kill CS threat right here. We might see a tornado warning here. I'd watch this. If you are near the Fort Atkinson area, Cold Spring, all that, I'd watch. In fact, I'd watch this whole line right here as well. That really might try to do something interesting. I'd watch that. But we're gonna pivot right over here real quick to this new severe thunderstorm watch that was just issued. And it got issued just very, very soon. I'm trying to see if I can quickly pull up. That is the Spanish version. I'm going to quickly pull this up. Save the image. Save as. There we go. Apologize, guys. We're trying to quickly get this going. Boom, bang, bop, bada, bop, boop, pow. There we go. So, severe thunderstorm watch was issued for the Mississippi border area between Louisiana and Arkansas. So, as you can see, scattered hail up to 2 inches likely, and scattered gust up to 70 miles per hour likely, frequent lightning possible. So, there isn't actually really any chance for tornadoes. I believe that the tornado chance is dang near zero. But yeah, it's good to keep on watching as we will update you. This is going to extend basically for that squall line, though, that's going in there. Again, what's going to... Actually, just for the heck of it, we're going to go over to Canada one more time, because Canada's been doing some things. Canada was doing some things. It don't look like it's doing much right now. It don't look very good. We're going to pivot away from Canada. Pivot back here to this. It doesn't say it's on the ground. But that looks like a hook. I'm going to say that might be trying. There's radar imagery for the tornado warning in South Dakota. We'll see if it gets upgraded. We're waiting here. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Can we load? Oh, GR2. Oh, you. It's really trying its hardest to fail for me. I'm so sorry about radar scope. Hey, we're back. Here we are. Yeah, that's got NROT to it. I'm going to be on the side to say it might be time to drop a warning on that. It's showing up only older scans. I'm going to play that game and say to go live. And to go drop a warning. NROT's still weak, but it's there. I'm just going to say it. I think it might be time we give it the warning. It's getting there. The rotation's broadening more. Maybe not. But, yeah, really hold on to that tour possible. You're definitely going to be holding on to that for just a little bit. Definitely got a cold core type feel to it. So, yeah, we're just going to go back for now to the tornado warning, which admittedly isn't that impressive on the past scans and might expire eventually. Let me... Well, whoa, maybe not. I might have lied. Yeah. Oh, it looks side-lobed. All crap. It looks side-lobed the heck. It might be. A tiny NROT. I can't really... it's so far away from these radars, dude. I'm going to put it over to Bismarck radar. Like, admittedly, it's going to be... Yeah. It's going to be super hard to tell if it's on the ground. So for now, we're going to pivot because I refuse to do stuff that's just going to be like, oh, is it on the ground or not? I can't tell. We're not going to do that stuff. We're going to pivot back over here to the Texas Panhandle. We're going to take a good look over at these two severe thunderstorm warnings that are still going on. These are the ones that we've been looking out for. And as you can tell, off to the north of that, on both of them, the the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire. It's now officially a special weather statement. So, yeah. I just want to give you guys a heads up. If nothing really happens over in the main risk, like we've been getting some tornado warnings, we might end the live. Just going to give you a heads up. I do got family coming. I just got a text, which is a fantastic one to figure out. But I see like you guys are popping in. If you guys want to support the channel, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If you guys want to support the channel, like, subscribe. If you guys want to watch the new video for hurricanes, appreciate it. I would appreciate if you do. Pac put a lot of effort into it. I would love it. So, yep, got the warning going right now. Trying to see here. What's going on right now? It looks like we're mostly just getting these severe thunderstorm warnings that are just not doing much of anything, and there's one random tornado warning. We're going to keep going as long as we can, though, with this live. I will tell you guys, I'm admittedly getting a little bit annoyed because this storm isn't that good anymore. This storm isn't that good anymore. Like, nothing has developed. And I think within 30 minutes, if nothing happens, we might cut it off. Because we've been doing this thing, admittedly, guys, we've been doing this for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. We're about to hit 4 hours, and we've had 2 tornado warnings and 1 tornado report in Canada. I don't care about Canada. Not at all. We're going to go back to the radar scope for a bit, so I can get you a better idea of what's all happening over here. It's really, yeah. It just feels like it's 2 outflows. What the heck is going on over here? I don't even know what's going on over here. I don't even know what's going on over here. I'm going to go to surface operation. Mesoscale analysis. Mesoscale analysis is on the SPC's website. Mesoscale analysis is basically showing surface, the surface and above layer observations that is being recorded real time. So it's real time measurements. So there's just amazing amounts of CAPE and mixed layer CAPE. Admittedly, all these storms are developing in these areas that are just way too far away to really hold on. Yeah, we got 16. The environment's dying out. STP is below. I'm going to give it 30 more minutes. Maybe not even that. I think 8:30 might be a cutoff. Because admittedly, guys, this environment's dying out, which is great. That's great news. When the environment's dying out, that's great for us because that makes us know that the environment is starting.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
I lied. We might be back. Did they do it? Did they do it? Did they give my boy the warning? Did they do the warning that I said to do? Drop the warning for the north? Wisconsin. Okay, this actually kind of is a big deal because Wisconsin's a what the butter. What in the heck is going on? I think they did. Yeah, wow. That wants to do it. Yeah, that's where they put it. So, wow, that's a lot of populated areas. If you're in Fort Atkinson, Hebron, and Whitewater, and Helenville, and Palmyra, you need to be in your safe place. There is definitely a chance of a tornado with these storms. This is a cold core type setup. This is a cold core type threat with this. So you can see here, you can see where anything at any point is going to do something. And this is the area of the watch. Right here. Which is effectively in this big old embedded hook that's seemingly done. That is a really goofy storm, but it's kind of healthy. If we, pivot over here, I don't even know what this is doing anymore. It's so far away from the radar, you can barely tell that there's rotation. And I admit there's probably rotation going on, and there is a trained weather spotter that reported some hail, so there's obviously someone out there likely storm chasing, but oh boy, it is a pain in the butt to really navigate. We're going to keep up with this. And new scan, and it's kind of mid. Wow. I like when things last like one scan. Admittedly, this has been an annoying stream so far. I love the support from everyone, but admittingly, this has been annoying. But if you're in Fort Atkinson right now and you're in Hebron, don't wait. Get into your safe place now. You never know if there's going to be a weak bird fart. So make sure that we are taking the precautions that we've said. Make sure you're going to your safe underground shelter. If you do not have a basement or a shelter, emergency shelter, or anything underground, get to the lowest part of your building and grab, go into the most interior room in your house. It could be, most of the time it's your kitchen is going to be, not kitchen, sorry, your bathroom. I am tired. Your bathroom will be your most interior area. You get underground, or you stay above and you do that, and then make sure that you got maybe heavy stuff, blanket. If you have a supply kit, make sure you grab that, grab a whistle, grab anything you got. You don't really got time if you're in this warning, but if you're in the very back of this warning, like if you're in Rome, Hebron, where you got a couple minutes, take those couple minutes. If you know you got the precautions to take those couple minutes, take the couple minutes. Like, a lot of people say, get underground as soon as possible. Yeah, if you're in Fort Atkinson, Cold Spring, you got no time. Hebron, Rome, you got a minute or two. This thing is moving at 20 miles per hour. This is slow moving, which means you got time if you're on the very far end of the zone to grab any supplies you can, especially if this thing decides to strengthen up and drop a tornado. Let's make sure we're taking our precautions necessary. We'll keep you updated for a little bit until we end up ending, though I don't think it's really going to do much. That admittedly is a good storm. Like, admittedly, it looks pretty good. We're going to keep on going. And I believe our storm is still going over here in South Dakota. And the reason why it's taking a while, if they're going to expand, is because it is moving at 20 miles per hour. But we're going to keep on going as long as we can. They did continue the tornado warning. Whoa, new scan comes out. Let's take a look. It's also going in a radar hole, which is going to not be fun. In a minute, this is going to suck. So radar holes are never fun. It means that we're not really going to be able to see what's happening. It's so close to the radar that it just kind of like becomes a mess when it gets so close. But little bit interesting. I am watching actively. I apologize if I sound tired. But yeah, make sure you guys are taking your necessary precautions. Hey, we have 500 views. Appreciate it. Yeah, make sure you guys are taking your necessary precautions. It doesn't look very good, though. I think it's going to expire soon. Once this one expires, as long as I don't see anything else going on, and if I see that these storms over to the south aren't doing anything, which they have allowed the severe thunderstorm warnings to expire, both of them are dying out, I'll likely end the live. There is one storm forming in the good boundary that could save everyone's life to even have a lick of a storm. But at this point, you'd hope no storms form. In fact, the point of this live is to hope that no storms form. We say, oh, we're bored, and storms could form, and that'd be like, okay, we got something to do. But at the same time, it's like, we don't really want that, though. We're just saying, hey, this would be interesting. As long as it's in open air, unless it's like open country, then I don't care. Drop a tornado if you're in the middle of nowhere with like no one in its path. Like, sure, drop the biggest tornado you got. Like, at that point, but these storms are mainly in populated areas. I mean, look at that. I mean, Fort Atkinson alone, Fort Atkinson alone has like 100,000 people. Like, alone has 100,000 people. Not 100,000. There's 47,000 people in the watch. In the warning. That at least 100,000 was off by a lot. By a lot. Wow. Well, I missed the mark. But this is still an ongoing tornado warning. So if you're in the Hebron area, Fort Atkinson, Cold Spring, Rome, Helenville, Jefferson, Whitewater, you should be fine. Palmyra, you might be okay, but still be underground just in case. There is that stuff to the south to watch out for. But other than that, it's just up there because Kiel Ciesco Burr. The severe thunderstorm warning was allowed to expire on this. So wait, why is it? Admittedly, it looks like trash. I think we're gonna end the live soon, guys. Like 11. I think 8:30 is probably gonna be the cutoff unless this tornado decides to drop. In that case, we have to be here. Nothing's firing here, and there is probably likely reasons for it. The dews were good. I don't know why anything is firing. We're going to keep on going for a bit, and then we're probably going to end it. But I appreciate everyone who has stuck it out for us. We apologize that nothing really fired. If you guys want to support us, though, at the end of the stream, this will redirect you straight to the premiere for the El Dorado. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in Louisiana. But admittedly, this isn't really going to be doing much. So I do appreciate all you guys' support. We're ending in 13 minutes. If you guys want to support us, make sure to like, subscribe, anything like that. We do got a new mesoscale discussion. They did say severe threat coverage expected to increase, large hail and severe gusts possible. But they did say that tornado threat has weakened. Most storms will become hail dominant. So there you go. Alright. Storm in South Dakota. Not really doing much. But I'm tired. I bet a lot of other people are tired. One quick last look into Canada. Nothing much other than that severe thunderstorm warning and really bad rotation. But again, if you're in these tornado warnings, make sure you guys are taking the necessary precautions. We'll be ending it in about 10 minutes. Unless a tornado is confirmed, in that case, we will keep on going with the stream. Or if I think that there's something going on that could warrant us to stay on the stream, like a tornado might be on the ground soon, we'll stay. But for the most part, at this point, you guys just got to take the necessary precautions. You guys are the smarter people if you work together and figure it out. Just get an app and figure it out. But if you guys want to support us, we do have a couple videos out. Hurricane season is coming. It actually has already started. 12 UTC, June 1st is when it began. So now we're starting out now. There is no threat in the Atlantic right now. But we did give you a prediction video on what we think might happen. And the possibilities of a major hurricane, of anything else to happen. A historic hurricane season possible. So make sure you guys are watching that. We have El Dorado coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. 12 p.m. Not 12. Sorry, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm a liar. But yeah, I mean, nothing else is really happening. I'm looking at this. It's not gonna do much. We're gonna pop off actually now because I'm getting tired. Appreciate you guys for sticking it out. We did 3 hours of literally nothing. I apologize if I sounded so tired at the end. We're just gonna end it out right now. I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, we're just going to redirect you to El Dorado trailer. I implore you to watch the 30 seconds. If you're interested in what's happening in those 30 seconds, then make sure you watch the video that comes out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you're watching the hurricane video if you want to. Support us by watching the hurricane video. It brings us a lot of viewers. We appreciate all of the viewers we could get. And we also appreciate you guys like and subscribe. We'll be doing more streams like this. Hopefully more interesting streams than this. This is just a bit of a stream today to really get the new waters tested for me, for everyone else, to try out to make sure the overlay works for me. We're trying out a lot of new technical stuff, so we want to make sure to be live today also to try that out, while also making sure we're live for these 5% that not a lot of people are live for. We appreciate the 509 viewers that stuck it out and the 4 concurrent that are still watching, but we're going to be ending this stream because nothing interesting is happening. Unfortunately, the environment has become a little bit less favorable for storm development, and while there are storms that will possibly redevelop later on this evening, especially with the mesoscale analysis that has shown, I'm tired. I gotta get dinner in my system, and my parents are coming home soon, and we're just gonna spend time with some family because that's the #1 thing in the world. Appreciate you guys for coming out. I'll see you guys another time. Me